Are we good? Ah! We continue our journey. Let's go. Ah, I sold an item. Nice. 924. Let's get a soap, I guess, yeah. Oh, you know what? Man, 189. But damage is... You know what? Fuck it. I gotta use soaps. I need health regeneration, I guess. Yeah, let's go with soap. Pirat... F. Birats, hello there. Hope I pronounced your name correctly. Seer, welcome, hello. Blue Arrow, welcome, welcome. Yeah. Gloves, day 2. Jaguar, welcome, welcome. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, I gotta go with soap. Like health regeneration, like 100%. It does matter. It actually does. It's either I need to buy 8.1 Avalonians too. Yeah, but I'm not sure. Just in case, invisibility potion. 2. Again, just in case, if I will have an opportunity to swap it when I'm gonna be out of combat. Let it be. As always here. Like, what is this? Why every time when you change zones, it takes so much time? It's supposed to be like 10 times faster. Brief of a second. At least that's how it was before. Like, if it will be always like that, I would not complain. But performance was much better. I mean, camps are broken just so a guy get 800k from a blue one. It's just insane. It's just insane, man, yeah. Like, it was not the case back in the days. That's the worst part. I played all content, but miss nah, 8.4 wonkers and miss always nothing else. Well, yeah, the problem that most people experience in miss, 8.4, 8.3, high tier players, teaming, critting, it did not vanish. These problems still persist. Or these entry barriers, and actual problems with ratting, with self-dismounting on mobs. It is still the case. But with insane boost of loot, there will be at least a sense to risk your gear and play this content. It partially, not fully, but partially compensates. All these losses, etc. Mix, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello there. Hello, hello. It's a holy plus curse. Well, they will not kill, but better not to risk. Let's go on a small camp. Why you going to do a mist? Because different meta and higher loot. That's the reason. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This highlights, by the way, already gotta be good. No matter how this challenge will end, literally it doesn't matter. Even if I will not be able to achieve a goal of 100 specs, so full 8.3, we're already doing super well. I'm on 80 specs if I'm not mistaken, yeah? Yeah, 80 specs, 20 more left. Well, lizards, why not? Later I need to change my mount on a Galahad horse. I got decent movement speed, decent health stats, and weight passive. That's all you need, really. Just start? Yep. We just started. Vitamin, hello, hello, hello. Did they finish clearing this spot, man? Oh, they're still roaming around. Nah, they are still roaming. They're still roaming. Were your first account in the same place as it was? You know what? Let's go actually from north side. I think they just finished. Oh, we can clear these mobs on a side. Like, why not? The thing is, most likely... No, they're still clearing mobs for some reason. Okay. Take them too much time to clear them. Then let's make a circle. Miss really buffed what they changed. So, mob difficulty is back to a spot how it was before. They are much squishier. Still deal decent damage, but they are much squishier. Twice squishier than they were before. So you will not spend insane amount of time clearing hotspots or Abbey dungeons. Not. And by the way, yes, this change also applied to Abbey dungeons. Loot was buffed drastically on these hotspots. Crystal Spider give a bit more loot, and twice more mythical creatures spawn in green and higher rare wisps than before. So basically, buffs across all contents. The same apply to Solo Mist, the same apply to a Duo Mist. But right now we're in Duo Mist because of different meta, and a bit higher rewards by default. That's what we're doing. Does BI nerf my death? Is the fame farming is over? No, it's not over. They nerfed it on 25 or something like percent, if you will. Well, it's nerfed, yeah, but with this event that is going on with activities, it basically compensates this nerf. For the next week, you will not feel any difference. Almost no difference. And after this event will be over, you can just take a weapon with 4.4 attunement on fame. It's gonna be the same as before. You still will be able to get insane amount of fame per hour, risking nothing, and playing only for fun. But it was a good change. It's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. It's not like the case when they entirely kill that content. Dreads, thank you for sub tier 1. Thank you, man. Favorite weapon? I do not have a... I do not have... I do not have one. I don't have a favorite weapon. We play on everything. Depends on the mood. Depends on the content. But gloves is not my favorite, no. 4:30 a.m. I have this gold in a while. I fall asleep. Oh, I hope... listen, I promise I will not scream. Not to wake you up. I will not scream. Because for me, it's start of the night. Well, 22:04. Biscuits, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's wait. This mobs will not be enough. I actually gonna predict how I gonna die. If I gonna die during this challenge, and remind you, it's a perma death, I gonna die to a one-shot setup or to kite build. Like Frost one-handed or Great Frost plus another range kitey damage dealer, or to a one-shot. That's how we're gonna die, and we most likely gonna die like that on a hotspot. Okay, blue one. It should be around 100k. It's tier 6, small one. Yeah, 143, not bad. At least it's worth it. Let's try to roam around. I want to get rare wisp. Any rarity wisp, to be honest. Which do you think is better to get silver? Do and learn PvP or go in dungeon or fishing? Both can give you silver, and you in both ways can earn insane amount of silver. But if you will be one of the top no-lifers players who play, let's say, only me, some corrupt dungeons, abuse meta, probably PvP will be number one anyway. If you know what you're doing, if you are playing correctly, probably PvP will be. But it doesn't mean that other activities are useless or bad. No, they can also give you insane amount of profits. My advice would be choose a content that you enjoy to play the most. Yeah, be good at this content, and you can earn money. I'm from Ukraine, Skyzev. Maybe it's just coincidence. I've been watching you on and off about 3 years now, and every time I see these gloves, coincidence. Coincidence, man. I was not playing on battle bracers maybe for half a year, consistently, maybe even more. We always change weapons, play on something new. Some weapons appear more often than others, but we always play on different stuff. Dost, доброго вечора. One-handed frost when? After I'm gonna end this challenge, I'm planning to... First of all, we revisit this missed content. And my goal was to, obviously, to record a 0 to hero, permadeath, and we'll see how it's gonna end, but... point was to showcase these changes in loots in mists. And I think when video will be ready, we will achieve that goal. And after that, we need to go and test new other content that was added into the game, and it's a new event. It's gonna start on 4th of July. And this new event on 4th of July, I'm planning to play on one-handed frost. Because one-handed frost with these changes become insanely strong. Especially, I did not mention this, but I was on Sagok's stream, actually, it's a good point. It's right now much easier to dismount people with one-handed frost, which is insanely important for open world. Yeah, obviously also in Mist, but on open world also it's gonna play a huge role when you try to kill and dismount people in these areas, like around camps, when they just mount up. Also, if you're gonna play like with 6.1 Cowl of Purity, it's gonna be great. Plus, again, participate in this content updates. Maybe do some progression towards this event that they implement into the game. We'll see how it's gonna work, how it's gonna function. Звідки? З України, вітаю. One-handed frost for ganking seems insane with 3 blinks. You can just dismount on top of them and catch them. Well, 3 blinks is overkill. I will not use my boots on a blink. You need regular run. You mean if in a gank squad? Well, yeah. It will be able to tag people. But come on, 40 seconds left. By the way, guys, on YouTube, don't forget to press like button. Likes are very important. It's a continuation of our yesterday stream. Yesterday we created this character, played on it only for 9 hours, and we're able to get this gear, plus this attuned battle bracers with energy cost reduction and health. Man, imagine, 19 seconds. No good wisps, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. It is so sad. Cancel. Would you go Assassin Jacket with one-hand frost? Oh, yeah, obviously. We're gonna go with Assassin Jacket. We need survivability. Man, region is overcrowded. I started stream literally during prime time. Oh, let's go on the big hot spots. I think if there will be gankers, they're gonna roam around this area. It's his solo. I should not be so cocky. I should not. But it's a solo player. We have already decent specs. But still, we need to be very careful. One more time. Good one shot will fuck me up. Like I was saying yesterday, I would not be surprised if people will react in the same way and farm mobs and do PvE like in Arc Raiders. Зараз теж в Україну, так? Краще спосіб вивчення англійської мови – практика. Тільки практика. Це найкращий спосіб. Need to be red quad. Yeah, we need to play safe. We almost finished this challenge. Ideally, would be a shame if my greed gonna fuck me up, man. Gonna be a shame. До містах, якщо двох йти в Абасу, там лут в скринях на двох ділиться? Так. Тобто там не буде індивідуального луту. Like, no way no one is in this area. Well, that's good, don't get me wrong, man. I love it. Okay. Give me purple. Come on. Come on. Come on. Fuck yes. Okay. Rare cash. It can be easily half mil. 535k. That's what I'm saying. Even on these camps, in tier 6 area, you get insane rewards. If it's gonna be like a rare wisp, let's say tier 8, tier 7, it can be up to 1 mil, 1.5 mil. Golden, up to 3, 4, 5 mil, something like this. Rewards are insanely good right now. And again, the good thing about mists, yes, again, it will not remove its issues. Its problems. Ratting, Forces Mountain, 8.3s, 8.4, teaming. This problem still persists. You are not fighting for scraps. You are not fighting for nothing. You can actually go and risk your gear to get decent loot. Man, this I love. Hardcore character? Yeah. One life. Iron Man? Ні, не буде відосів. Люди не дивляться, людям не цікаво. На жаль. Челендж? Ну, як завжди, Zero to Hero граємо. There was a guy on the northeast side. At least we're getting tomes, yeah? Are we good? Man, I don't want to go there. Like, I want to finish this quest, but I know that once I'll pick up, there will be another Ganking duo. I'm afraid to go in this area. You know what? Let's not. Let's not. Let's not risk. We are doing so well. Let's not ruin this magic. Speaking Ukrainian, English. How do you deal with the burnout in terms of playing Albion for a long time? Stop playing it. Like, it's gonna be a simple advice, but don't force yourself to play something that you don't like. By the way, tier 7, if I'm gonna be lucky enough, we can leave this Abbey with 5 mil in our inventory. I'm gonna show you some magic. But before we're gonna do that, let me use the stones. I'm preparing my inventory right now. because I have no slots. You know what they need to do? They need to add some kind of option to expand the inventory slots. Man, SBI. Sell it for real money, permanently. I shit you not. 20 USD, and you will be able to expand your inventory slots by 20. Slots, not weight, just slots. That would be so good. Green one, let it be. Unlucky green chest and 310k. Just saying. Hugo, welcome, welcome. I tried a yellow mist today and a purple chest. In the nightfall, I got 1.6 mil. So they actually buffed also a yellow zone, yeah? It's hilarious how good it is right now. What do you think about Battle Pole? I don't know what this Battle Pole is. You mean hammer? Pole hammer? Playable. Playable. But it depends on the build and content you play. Corona, welcome, welcome, welcome. Blue one, 600k minimum. 835. You see what I'm talking about? Do you see what I'm talking about? And if it's gonna be purple or golden? Okay, we're gonna take this one. There is another party, duo, but it was duo newbies. It was arcane and something else. I'm gonna keep farming this location. I hope they saw my gear and they decide to run away. I'll reach out later, guys. Remind you, we are playing on one life. Death equal delete. I don't want to die. And you know what we need in this game? We need loot filter. I shit you not, we need a loot filter like in PoE. I want to have a loot filter. When I pick up all items, I will automatically will not pick up treasures. Tier 5, Tier 4. In my loot filter, I don't want to pick up Tier 5, Tier 6 runes, souls, and all that shit when I loot all items. Blue one, again, 700k minimum. Okay, I was unlucky. It was unlucky, 372, but I'm being greedy. I need to have a loot filter. SBI, it's a great idea. I know it's a feature that most action ARPGs have, but I think it will fit Albion ideally. Let's point this if something happens. Just have a higher tier bags and more slots, simple solution, and make them worth it. It's true. I completely agree. Or, yes, you can add another type of bag that will increase the amount of inventory slots that your character have, and that's all. That also would work, for sure. Okay, they decide not to clear it. That's good. Just use stack option, so it stacks least important. No, I don't want to. I want to have loot filter. It's too obnoxious. It's anyway too much buttons to press. And it's a habit. I get used to do it like that, and then do it much faster than I will click, sort, will figure out how to this sort work. Fuck that. It's annoying. I need loot filter. Give me loot filter. To what items to pick, what items to not to pick. And when I press pick up all button, it will not load shitty items, so I would not need to later spend my time. Yeah, filtering what goes into the bag. I want to have a filter. Okay, runes Tier 5, tier 6, fuck them. Low tier items, not artifact, fuck them. Maybe individually you can make this loot filter so people will be able to share these loot filters. If it's an expensive artifact equipment, okay, I'm gonna take it, it's tier 4. But if it's some kind of broadsword tier 4, I don't want to pick it up. And I want it to be automatically working on my character. Basically, loot filter like in PoE. Please do it. I don't want to pick up these low-tier treasures, and the only treasures that I want to pick up with loot all button is high tier. That costs at least 20k. That's gonna be a game-changing mechanic. How much money you make on this account? This amount of money. Maybe a filter that will check minimum value of an item. Maybe filter should work. There should be an option to pick up item only based on a silver value. This also can work, for sure. But it's gonna be incredible quality of life change. Albion is one of the few mmorpgs that have incredible UI and lots of quality of life features. Just why not? I don't want to pick up these items. This item. No, I don't want to. You'll try Kingmaker. What's the point? There is no sense. Try it. Kingmaker is a Kingmaker. This buff changes nothing. We're gonna play on Kingmaker, but not because it was buffed somehow. You're gonna get damage buff only when you finish a player. It's more like cosmetic change. It can be abused in some scenarios. Let's say in ZVZ, you can have a dummy that you're gonna without a guild that you kill with your E-spell to boost your party before engage. But it's so much work, so much dedication to get this short buff in a short area, 20%. Much better for Kingmaker to equip normal clapper weapon and just go and clap together instead of getting this 20% buff. It's too much work. So it's a good change, interesting change, but a cosmetic change. It changes nothing. Favorite weapon? I don't have a favorite weapon. We play on everything. Could you recommend a high win rate corrupted stalker weapon? No, I don't play corrupted. Guys, if you're looking for good weapons and builds that are playable in certain content, can be corrupted, dungeons, mists, etc. Press X, it's an armory system that will tell you what builds are playable and which builds are not. You're playing only Greater Mist, is there a reason? Yes. In Greater Mist, you get more rewards. Okay, it's not clear, nice. You get more rewards and completely different meta. It's a short explanation. Think about it like that. If you're gonna do PvE, yeah? You want to do only PvE, progression, clear mobs, etc. When you're gonna go as a solo player on a farm setup that has mobility, what kind of enemies you're gonna... What kind of enemies you're gonna face? Solo, Bloodletters, One-Handed Frosts, Panthers, and all that shit. So most of the builds that you're gonna face gonna be hyper mobility builds that are focused on killing and feeding on players. Within saying clear speed in general, mobility, and so on and so on. So surviving in this environment, plus 8.3, 8.4 players. Surviving in this environment will be tough. Possible, but it's tough. Let's face it, it is what it is. But once you're gonna go in duo, first of all, medium item power among all players is gonna be much lower. So less 8.3, 8.4 abusers. There will be, but much less. And most duos you're gonna face, it's gonna be newbies with random, shitty, barely working builds. Or very often you're gonna face healer plus damage dealer. And it is super easy to avoid healer and damage dealer when you're playing on the mobile setup. Hope it makes sense. 852k and it was not looted? Seriously? Man, I cannot take it. What the fuck, man? We have 2.4 mil, by the way. So the only... there is an archer. Nah, he did not went. I thought he gonna use invisibility boots. Immediately I will go that direction. Okay, never mind. Let's clear it. You see how much solo players you also see in these duos because of amount of loot. Green one can be 150k. 90k, let it be. And the only threat that you're gonna face, really, as a solo player that want to do PvE, realistically, will be one-shot setups and duo damage dealers that can kite. That's the only threat that you're gonna face. That's all. So your overall chance is gonna be much higher to survive in duo mist than in solo. So on a paper, you think people will say, oh my god, Equart, you're playing 1 versus 2. Oh my god, you're such a challenge. You're such a good player. No, guys, I'm playing 2 in 2v2 mists because it's much safer. It's much easier to play in 2v2 mists with much higher rewards. It's all that simple. And yeah, not many players are aware of that. Where did he go? He used his boots on invisibility with Assassin Jacket. Well, Assassin Jacket was active and he left, yeah. What's your top 5 weapons in Mist right now? Got no clue. If you want to know Mist meta, go in Armory system and open it and check what people are playing on and their win rates. We're gonna play solo Mist, like for PvP purposes. When it will not be a challenge, obviously, we will. But on a main character, not on this one. Let me aggro all these mobs. Why you talk that much? I like to talk lots. How do you fight against healers? In this setup, you don't. In general, it depends on what kind of build you are using. And if it's a solo fight or not. Sometimes Hellfire Potion, and it also depends on what kind of content you play. It matters a lot. Hellfire Pot can be an easily counter versus some healers. But again, depends on the content you play and the build you are using, and what kind of healer you're fighting. And such builds are not created to fight healers, like this one. In this build, no, I will not be able to fight healers. No, Burpos is a great choice. Yeah, there are plenty of good options. You think it will be safe if you go Mist to Fish? Well, it will not be safe. But it's possible to survive 100% and make some money. I usually do Daybreaker, but still don't... My luck against them, don't. If you struggle to fight someone, don't force yourself. It's some fights are almost unwinnable, or it's hard to pull it off. Albion is all about rock, paper, scissors. Especially if you are playing a build that can easily reset, just do it. Mm-hmm. Good. Ay, 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 ay. We still have 1 minute. You know what? I'm gonna use boots. I will. Abby chests are busted as fuck. Iblis, welcome, welcome. Hello. Let's pull this. Come to me, come to me. Fucker, give me a chest. And it's cleared, yeah? Ай-яй-яй, man. Yeah. Лученко, вітаю. What's the best duo meets for healers but DPS? Got no clue. What's the best? Will not help you with that, guys. But for the YouTube video, solo mist was too easy, so I went solo in duo mist. Yes, Ezo. Yes. You know the hustle. Exactly. That's what we're gonna do. Solo mist was too easy, so I went in a duo one on a hardcore character, and people are like, "Oh my god, duo! We got Equart. What are you doing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know." That's definitely what we're gonna do. Though Mist gonna be like right now, Mists were buffed with insanely high rewards, but also take into account the reason why rewards are insanely busted on top of this activity. So when this activity on 25% fame and loot will be over, it doesn't mean that Mist is gonna die and gonna have bad loot. No. Loot gonna be just a bit lower, but still gonna give you decent amount of fame and silver, still. Because by default they were buffed to a drastical levels. Still alive and kicking? No. Yes, I'm still alive. I can't remember the last time I win against anybody in Lethal Zone. Make sure, like, it's a matter of practice, man. Just make sure that you are playing on a playable build, and everything gonna be fine. Take into account, by the way, that we are also, like, quick selling items. Tier rate 100. Can I get 100 right now with combat? Fuck, no, I cannot. But let's do it like this. The reason why I do not have masteries on these shoes is because I equipped them later. I was playing with sandals. Yeah, let's keep playing. Assassin shoes. 8.3. How much it gonna cost? 3 mil. You know what? Let's go with horse. Gallant horse. 2 mil. We're gonna play with Gallant horse, guys. Small update. You ask me why, Equart? Because we need an iframe. Gallant horse and its iframe is very important. This ability will allow us to escape. One-shot setups. Without it, it's gonna be tough. How do you enter Mist City? To enter Mist City, you need to have 50k Brazilian reputation, which you can get by releasing Wisps, and after that, go in Yellow Zone. So first, again, 50k reputation. After you go in Yellow Zone and find the Wisp. Go inside. If you will not see on minimap entrance to Brazilian, leave this Mist and find another Wisp into Mist in Yellow Zone. And do it until you will find an entrance. It took me 5 minutes to find it. Some people might take 10 minutes. Some people spent 1 minute of that time. It depends on your RNG and luck. Eugene, welcome. Hello. Nice update, nice one. Corserino. Is it the viewer? There is no reason to take this fight and risk, because we might be ratted, and our goal is to get 8.3 and 100 specs. You see? I would take a fight, and these boys would rat me. Because whom they gonna assist? This guy, Battle Bracer, or me. Mr. Worth for money making solo? Yes. Right now, definitely answer is yes. You skip my streak? Ah, you activate streak? How much it was? How much it was? 120 stream streak. Oh my fucking god. I cannot believe I was streaming for such a... Yeah, I was streaming 120 times in Albion category. It's probably... Yeah, it's crazy. These numbers are depressive. I just made 1 meal in 11 minutes wearing 80k 4.0 set in Ebi. Yeah. You know what? Even though these camps can give you decent rewards, I will clear them only when the mist will close. So for now, we're gonna just roam and try to find an Ebi entrance. That's all. But you know that Avalonian Dungeon got debuff in loot minus 50%. Yes. 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 And that's actually a good point. If you're wondering, guys, like, okay, mists are buffed, but loot is limited in Albion. Where the fuck these items come from? And the answer is Avalonian raids, guys. Avalonian dungeons were nerfed, and they do not give so much busted loot. And now this loot is distributed to regular, casual, semi-casual players for majority of players in Albion Online. Now people can enjoy mists with decent rewards. It's incredible. I made 11 mil on a 180k set in 4 hours, 50 minutes. Mists is mental right now. They are there. Do note, in addition to these changes, the entrance to Brazilian can no longer be found in an unchanged Little Mist. It is provided an exit from Mountains that was too safe and can be still found in Enchanted Little Mist. Apparently, Boris, it's not working like that. I don't know, but maybe I misunderstood this. It's so weird. In addition to this change, the entrance to Brazilian can no longer be found in Enchanted Little Mist. It is provided an exit. I don't know. It's working, Boris. It's working. I was able to get to Brazilian through yellow zones. Yeah, I know this from patch notes. And when we started this character, I spent 1 hour trying to find Enchanted Wisp to find an entrance to Brazilian. I was literally spending my time trying to do it. But apparently, you still can do it via yellow zones. How would you deal with a great nature? I find it really difficult. Ignore it. Don't fight something that you cannot kill. Guys, I cannot give you advices. How to deal with great nature, how to deal versus dual swords, how to deal versus battle. No matter what kind of weapon you're gonna name, I will not be able to help you, and no one will be able to help you. Well, obviously, I will not tell you obvious things, like don't hit in a green shield. Because if you're gonna hit in a green shield, it will heal. But it's so advice, it's obvious. You probably know about that. It just, you read description of the ability, what it does, and you know how to not to interact with it, yeah? So what I was saying, I will not be able to help you unless I'm gonna see a video, because I need to know environment, your specs, enemy specs, entire enemy build, consumables, your consumables, the way how you play, the way how you press buttons, and so on and so on. There are so many factors that you need to take into account that giving advice what to do in this or in that scenario, I will not be able to. No one will be able to actually give you an advice unless you're gonna provide a video of your fights when you struggle to do something. Because all fights are unique. But I can't enjoy Avalon. It was worth it. It was good sacrifice. Sacrificing happiness of a small percentage of players who are doing this content non-stop. And let's be honest, Avalonian raids were RMT empires. People were mostly RMTing through farming this content non-stop. You will sacrifice this content in the sake of majority of people enjoying the game? My answer is yes. Yes, delete it or nerf it to a point where majority of people will have fun. At the same, they have done with Hellgate's 10v10. In Hellgate's 10v10, like we're also RMT Empire, gatekeeped loot, insane amount of rewards for a long period of time. And with insane entry barrier. Only less than 0.5% of whole Albion player base were playing this content, and they were gatekeeping all this loot. So what they have done, they just deleted Summit and Hellgates because of how unpopular they were and transform this loot into orange zone content that we have right now, which is insanely popular. See, you answer your own question. I found like in 10 hours 80 mil. That's what I'm saying. It was RMT Empire, and thank God it's gone. By the way, the problem of mists. It's a stream sniper, by the way. Stream sniperino. But it's okay. Do not have potion anymore. He's just wasting my time. Yeah. He wanted to give me a party, and he found entrance to this area by just watching a stream, because we were in the same mist. I know that you are stream sniping, man. I know. I know you're on stream, that you are stream sniping. But let me ask you a question. How is your loot? Did you enjoy this duo mist? Man, it's OP. I think Battle Bracers is also one of the ideal options how to play this content. One of the ideal options. You have mobility, your clear speed is decent, triple kick was buffed in PvE, and it's incredible. It's just incredible. Let's focus on clearing. We lost like several minutes, sadly. That sucked though. Deep 4 island profits? Oh man, I'm bad at this. I'm bad in terms of profiting. No. I'm the worst one who you could ask. I know nothing about islands. And the best profit, what to do, nah. The problem isn't the amount of you earn enough, it's a risk. Also, that's true, yes. That's true. It's super insanely hard to kill people on Avalonian raids, because again, there are so many protection systems. The only way how you can die realistically and be dived is to have a scout use cheats or kill someone while you are when you are going towards a dungeon itself. But again, since everyone is using these horses, it's still hard. Possible, yeah, but it's hard. I wish we would have golden, man. That would be great. When are you gonna spawn? Okay, 1 minute we have. What? You're in the Abbey? How is the stream sniper? You will type it when you're gonna play Albion for more than 2 days. Revisit. Make a screenshot of your message and reread your message one more time, and you'll understand how dumb your message is. I'm master of the islands. I see, I see. Well, my advices will be bad. Last time I was doing islands, was trying to get into them was like 5 years ago, for some reason. Maybe it was some kind of crisis in my life, and I wanted to get into islands. You can, if you haven't seen what was going on, you can rewind the stream and see the context of what was happening. Because it's so obvious for everyone, but not for you. The only explanation is because you just joined the stream and you was out of context and asking what happened. My advice would be just to rewind the stream and see from what was happening 15 minutes ago. Maybe post more emojis? Emojis? What? Is it worth playing Albion again? I guess if you're asking such question, probably no. It's up to you. You need to decide, is it worth Albion your time or not? If you did not like Albion and you hated the game, core gameplay loop, for some reasons, and it was generating mostly negative emotions, core gameplay did not change. Yeah, they tweak rewards, they do my small changes. But essentially, Albion is Albion Online. It's the same game. I hope you're hungry and you'll ban him. No, I'm not hungry yet, yes. What I noticed, yeah, I was saying yesterday that I ban people more often when I'm hungry. Listen, I had such nice meal. I'm drinking such a tasty coffee. And I'm ready to grind. You need to try your best to be banned right now on my stream. No, realistically, I don't ban much. And mostly I ban for a reason. Sometimes I do mistaken bans, yeah, I do. We all can be in a bad mood, or it can be a bad timing, it happens. No one is ideal. Constantino, hello, hello. What the fuck was this damage? I'm seriously asking, what the fuck was this damage? What kind of tier it was? What kind of tier it was? Is it 8.3, 8.4? Seriously, yeah? Fuck. Man, I wanna keep farming. I don't want to leave this area. What are the odds it's there on stream? What are the odds there on stream? What are the odds there on stream? Fuck, man. Okay, we'll leave. There is a chance there on stream. I don't want to risk. But that's why you use Tornado. Definitely 8.4. I saw on that cape, high tier. Will you play Minecraft? A bit, yeah. We had a sponsorship with Minecraft. Not my thing. Tornado, yeah. It's so strong. By the way, if I would have invisibility potion, I would die. And I almost died because I was reading chat. Every fucking time. You choose those over AWPs because of the less value? No. because they have more mobility. And I like it more, playstyle-wise. Can you suggest me a build for ganking gatherers with low tier? Curse? I don't know. I don't know. No, I cannot. Curse, I guess. We can try with Curse. Or some kind of dual swords with Purge helmets. Or some newbie gatherers we probably will be able to kill. Ion? No. Never played it. I know that Ion 2 gonna be released global version like in around 2 months from now, yeah? Correct me if I'm wrong. If there will be no issues with the game, then yeah, I'll give it a shot. I'll try it out for the first time. I started playing Kingmaker after watching your videos. It's hella fun to clip people with it. It's a fun weapon, yeah. Ah, by the way, guys, if you played on a Kingmaker, Yusuf, or maybe someone else in chat, how is this new buff? Like, visually, do you see visually some kind of buff around Kingmaker E-spell when you actually execute someone? Is there some sort of cool animation or not? Or they keep it simple? And it's just status bar effects. Have you tried Shapeshifter? I played on everything, Oscar. I'm playing this game for 10 years. Good tactics versus Frost Staff. Also playing an orange weapon. Crossbows are good. Heavy crossbows good. This crossbow that we met is good versus Frost. Some fire staffs. Crystal fire staff is good. I always die because of Frost user. Well, some builds, yeah, you cannot use versus Frosts. They're gonna kill you. Assassin Shoes can help, yeah, as a gap closer to fuck them up on their mistakes and rotations. If you're playing a melee bruiser, having Assassin Shoes might help you a lot. What about a server of Albion Hardcore? It's gonna be a bad idea. No one gonna play it. It's gonna be a waste of development time, efforts, and it's gonna have 5 players playing it. But having an option to create, again, it's not a priority number one. I don't want devs to spend time on it, and better spend time on something else. But if they're gonna add an option to play on a hardcore character on a moment when you create a character and when you die you will not be able to use it, that would be cool. An option for people who want to try to play on a hardcore. Maybe solo self-found Iron Man without usage of market or something like that. That would be interesting. But hardcore server, dedicated server, no, it will not work in Albion Online. Albion Online, man, the way the game is functioned right now, it's already super hard and has insane entry barrier. Being the most casual full loot game, it still has insane entry barrier for majority of players, and people think it's a hard game. Default version of it. And imagine hardcore mode when you will lose your character when you die. It's not World of Warcraft. It's not a PvE game. It's not even RuneScape, and RuneScape more lean to PvE. Not to PvP aspects. So no, in Albion it will not work. But this damage, I was surprised. It was definitely 8.3. Boy. Let's be focused. There is no reason to lose challenge right now. Half meal. Look at this. Half meal. Okay, 400k. Ah. But was close, though. Was very close. We're gonna go slowly. Man, I need loot filter, SBI. Add loot filter into the game. Especially when they added the button, loot all, incredible quality of life change. On spots like this, on camps, but man, I need a filter. I don't want to manage my inventory, like... And now you see the difference between me playing in 5.1 and with this gear. They think twice. These duos think twice. Love it. Because if I would be in 5.1 right now at the beginning of our challenge, I'm shitting you nuts. They would spend 20 minutes, okay, 10 minutes of the whole duration of this dungeon trying to kill me. I'm serious, they would. 439k. You see, that's a problem. That's an issue. Now I need to spend half of my time clearing these useless items and deleting this shit. I need a loot filter. SBI, give me a loot filter. And on the bottom. I still need to be very careful with them. But I do have soldier helmets, which can block one of their rotations, which is great. But to be fair, we also have insane amount of damage. Oh, not an insane amount of damage, but they are unclothed, so yeah. 2 rotations and they can kill. But if I'm making one small mistake, it's GGVP. So what we're gonna do right now, we will not follow them. We're just gonna go that direction. Let's not play with fire. Does duo lethal give better loot than solo lethal? Yes, they do. They do. For 150k loot, well, that's not 150k loot, realistically. Let's be honest. If they got a purple chest, it can be 2 mil inside of their small pockets. So yeah, even though their set costs 150k, the whole value of the inventory might be much higher. At this event, you open a legendary chest from 150k. 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 150k at this event, you open legendary chest. No, I did not. I was unlucky to find the legendary, sadly. Well, what else? Maybe this one we're gonna delete. Yeah, let's do it. And this one. The rest of the items, I guess it's fine. Well, this one also got delete. Let's move. Yeah, good. And just spawn on the bottom side, on south one. Oh, come on, can I aggro also this one? This, by the way, mobs are the most annoying because they are located in such a weird way. It's hard to gather them together. How much is the set? It shows 12 mil. But in reality, it's much higher because I spend also insane amount of money into a tuning. Like, well, not insane, but maybe 2 mil. Or something like this. Equart is buffed. I am. Yeah, let's go topside. I think it's alright. Make a price filter, then all trash will be on the bottom. It doesn't matter. Like, that's not Lushenko. Guys, making filters this in inventory do not resolve the core problem. I don't have any issues to open an inventory and seeing what kind of... I know item value in my head of certain items, majority of items, by just looking at them. I don't need a filter that will filter them based on a lower price. The whole process of deleting items is not eliminated. You still need to open inventory. You need to click on an item and drag it and delete it. And that's why we need loot filter, for this purpose. So there will be no need to do that at all. That's the thing. I don't care. Like I see myself. I know item value by default. It's not a big deal. You're literally saving 0.5 seconds just using mouse wheel to go on bottom. Yeah, maybe I might miss some things, but it's not so crucial. It's still not denying the fact that it's annoying to go and delete items non-stop. Well, that's not a threat. This guy's is not a threat, but... Again, what kind of gear they were using? One-handed spear. I almost fuck up, by the way. You know what? There is no reason to risk. Okay, fuck you guys. I should use it much earlier, to be fair. He has 15 stacks and a heal. So I need to proc his heal first. And only after that I will be able to make a kill. I don't know, man. I don't know. 6.1 will be a nice kill. Maybe if I'll separate them somehow. No, they're not separated. They're not separated. I can also wait. The 15 stacks, man. That's a lot. Yeah, let's just move on full MS. This hard no spec? No, we do have some spec. We have 80 specs. It's enough. The problem is stacks and the heal shrine. If he would not have a heal, everything would be fine. But he has a heal. That's an issue. If just not a heal. I was saying that before, that heal is so mandatory, even after several nerfs, that they just need to remove it from every dungeon. Because if you do not have a heal, you are twice weaker. You are literally twice weaker if you do not have a heal. Or someone have a heal also, but this heal has much higher stacks amounts. This also should be entirely reworked. Like, by the way, it's newbies, but I can die still, because these two newbies are following me up. I might have a random disconnect. Yeah, easily. And the GVP. I might face another door or another two groups that also can fuck me up. This buff is overpowered. You cannot balance it out. You cannot add a buff that increase your heal. Like increase your health, restore your health. It's unfortunately, it's almost impossible to normally balance that shit. You simply cannot do that. So the best way is just to delete it and replace it with something else. First thing that they need to do with every dungeon. Second of all, they need to spawn these chests always in the middle and remove these entrances, these 4 entrances. So if someone will decide to risk their gear and actually participate in a fight inside of the Nightfall Abbey dungeon, they will be far away from entrances and there is a higher chance for you to actually make a kill and make an execute. So all these changes should have been done moment when mists were released. When everybody realized that this heal buff is too overpowered. They try to reduce the value of this buff, but they do not fix the core problem. Still, it has insane value. Even right now, if you're gonna nerf it for another 20%, people will still get Rose buff and will have a much higher value in fights. They will. They will simply will. It is what it is. So enter до 5-го ранку? Подивимося, можливо. Well, passives are hard to catch passive. OP. There's alternatives, but yeah. It will be never a mistake. You deleted a regional character? No, why I would? We're just playing 0 to hero, man. Like always. It's a cycle of our content. Why use gloves instead of frost? Because I use gloves. Let's go south. Have you awakened your weapon? Yeah. We took energy cost reduction. What is your gear in tier? 4.4 weapon and 8.3 almost full sets. Open world solo black zone still feels better than mates for fame. And that's awesome. That's awesome. That's great. 800k uncommon chest from Greater Mist. That's a lot. That's a lot. And everything else is cleared, yeah? Oh, come on, man. We just wasted time, and these guys did not farm. I did not farm. Nope. Glass amount of hungry like crossbows. They are. By default, I was playing with sandals that restore my energy to compensate these issues. But since we got energy cost reduction attunement and we leveled up it to 17%, now I can replace my boots and use refreshing sprints. This glove is a good starting weapon. Yeah, it is, by default. It's insanely good. Man, fuck, I should actually follow this to archers, man. We still have, like, half meal as a bonus money, let it be. But could be much more. Man, playing during nighttime is much more chill. Even though, anyway, like, there are lots of players, farmers, but you spend more time doing PvE. Have you ever done a Halberd video? No. Struggling to spec it up? There is no... It's an X, man. You just go cheap setup, 4.1, 4.2, and go on farm camps. If you died, who cares? Your set costs nothing. Kill roaming mobs. There is no, like, a secret how to level up Halberd. If you would ask me how to level up one-handed hammer, well, yeah, then for this type of weapons, even though it's possible to switch a W, etc., on damage, but it will be tough to level up this type of weapons, and... Huh? Blue one, thank you, man. Thank you for letting me get this loot. 743k. It's definitely not bad. I do appreciate your donor. 1.2 mil. Oh, you know what? Maybe we have time. Oh my god, it's a chest again. Fuck, it's a purple. Okay, unlucky purple, but let it be. What else? I'm gonna take everything. Okay, let it be. We have 2 mil. We have literally 2 mil. Even when we wasted time. Yes, beer cooked. Everyone is eating right now. Mm-hmm. Подумав, то, що хед летить. Easy silver. It is, it is. Okay, let's quick sell. Come on. Loud, loud, loud. Okay, nice. I sold my invisibility potion, but it's okay. Assassin shoes. 8.3. 3.2. I'm gonna take silver quality. And in a such magical way, guys, in 10 hours, we got full 8.3 sets. Well, again, cave doesn't matter. With 4.4 heavily attuned battle bracer. We can attune it even more, actually. And 83 specs. It's insanely good. Insanely good. Would be so cool if there is at least one golden Abbey chest in this run. Yeah, I want to see loot. But what to do with money? I don't need money anymore. I got feeling if I'm gonna farm today for 10 hours, 10-hour stream, I would not be surprised if I'll farm enough money and silver for premium. And also if I'm gonna be lucky on heavy dungeons. By going Greater Mist, different meta and much higher loot. No, higher loot. And, yeah, for PvE purposes, it's the best. How many loot in bank? 0. I don't bank anything. I immediately invest into my character. There is no sense to keep items in your bank and stash stuff, because we are playing on a hardcore, permadeath, and if we're gonna die, I delete this character. And we already have like 8.3 full sets in 10 hours. Again, remind you, it's a freshly created character. His age is 10 hours. Almost 100 specs and 8.3 sets. 3.5k health. I could open heavy chests all day without being able to keep the silver. It's so cool to loot chests. Yeah, like it's such a dopamine to do PvE in these areas. It feels so great, man. And look what this solo player is doing. Look what he's doing. He is releasing these wisps to unlock Brazilian, to farm this Brazilian. So Jan, welcome. I didn't play Albion for about a year. Does dual blade still the best for PvE? What is dual daggers or dual swords? Double bladed stuff. If you mean swords, yeah, they are still great. Well, not only for PvE, but also for PvP. Better options to escape? There are better options. It depends what kind of content you... Oh, not better, but equally good options. Depends what you want to do. What your playstyle are, what medium item power. But if you was not playing for a year, man, press X on a keyboard and check what builds are playable. And 2 months into the game and they don't dare wear 8.3 lethal zone, don't. No, it's correct. You should not use 8.3 in lethal. It's a mistake for new players. Gear tier 8.3, 4.4, attuned weapon, and we are playing this character for 10 hours. 0 to hero, perma death. If I die, I delete my character. By the way, guys, don't forget to press like button on YouTube. Quarter stuff, I mean double blade stuff. Well, it was never the best in PvE. It was decent in PvE because of Stalker jackets, but it was never the best. For mobility, yeah, it's still decent, yeah. And to feed on players, you can use it. But it was nerfed a few times. Again, it's still playable. But not a full meta like it was before. What weapons would you recommend to current corrupted dungeon? Press X and check armory system. To know what is meta right now in corrupted, what people use, what the win rates are. Tattoo, use English. Use English. So I will be able to moderate shots. What about second passive on gloves? Is it good? Oh, second... yes, it's good. It can be good. It's actually my second favorite passive on these gloves. But hard to catch is always nice to have. To block damage to reduce crowd control duration. It just has so much utility. But with second passive you rely on low health to get a value from it. Let's actually do PvE, yeah. What am I doing? What is new about updates? And is fire still good? Yeah. About what kind of build, where you're gonna play, how you're gonna play it, but fire overall as a weapon class, yeah, it's great. New in updates, well, there was a small update. Man, because of reading shots, I missed this guy. So, update, they buffed mists, man, drastically. Now it's has much higher rewards. Everywhere. From camps, from every dungeons. Is it normal not to find PvP in Black Zone for multiple safe areas? I don't know what you're doing. How you're trying to find this PvP. What time you play the game, what server you are on. Is it a prime time for you, for your server, or is it not a prime time? I don't know. Sometimes it's normal. Sometimes there might be action non-stop every few minutes. Then there will be no action for 30 minutes. Or if, let's say, you're gonna farm on hotspots. The way how I try to find PvP in open world in Black Zone, I just do PvE. And eventually I find people to fight. PvP will find you. It will. I just keep farming, you will find people. Oh, they will. Any recommended set to clear camps? Right now, it's you're probably gonna see much less people for the next week in open worlds, because majority of players are playing right now this content, what I'm playing right now. It was recently buffed, and there is an event right now going on. Basically, is mist good now? Yes. TLDR, mists are very good in terms of rewards now. But it doesn't mean that the problem of mists are being resolved. Mists are still have the same issues that they had before. Force dismounting on mobs on low health mounts. On squishy mounts. Teaming. 8.3, 8.4. Abuse of obnoxious meta. Obnoxious playstyles. insane amount of threats. All these things did not disappear in a magical way. People just close eyes on these problems, on these issues, because of how profitable this content become. I hope devs do understand it and they will not ignore issues and will keep improving the game. I hope they will. Because this is gonna be a bummer. And they were like, oh, okay, players are playing this content. It means that we can just forget about this content again entirely for the next half a year and focus on other things. No. Like these problems that I mentioned with Abbey Dungeons should be resolved. They need to think about this, force this mountain on via mobs. Something to come up with. They need to keep improving things. Changes, buffs, red buff should be deleted from the game. Replaced with something else. Again, when there is a red buff, you cannot, and you don't have, so your enemy has it, you simply cannot fight. No matter how you're gonna nerf it, it still has insane value. And by the way, if argument of that, oh, but this percentage number that we calculated has the less value than this damage buff from yellow, bullshit. Guys, you were saying the same thing about soldier armor. We told you that heal will have insane value. The same applied to heal rose in Abbey Dungeon. Even if you're gonna nerf this heal rose again for 10%, it's still gonna be a problem. Ah, okay. This one, super fast. Nothing. Oh, you see a lot of Gucci? Yeah, like today, like I was reading chats, and there was previously yesterday there was like, some 8.3s, 8.4s I saw in duos, and there was Arclight blasters with 8.3 or 8.4 on that cape. Probably it was 8.3 on that cape with minimum 8.3 gear. I was not able to check it, but it was definitely 8.3. It was like packed. 2 boys. Without a healer. 2 mobile setup. Basically what can kill us easily. What kind of apiary do you have? А, пасивка. YouTube дуже криво перекладає на англійську мову. Hard to catch, остання. Ти завжди з неї value отримаєш. Well, at least the good thing that they will not kill us. You see? Amount of also random players that play in the zone. Man, I want to try to find the rare wisp. I'm playing, by the way, for 10 hours. I was able to find only 1 green willow wisp. I don't know, is it my unlock? Or they have changed something? That's crazy. How much to get the 8.3 set? For me, it costs around 20 mil, something like this. I was about to buy gold with your code, but it's not working. Yeah, it's not working because I'm not official content creator for almost a half a year, if I'm not mistaken. You will not be able to. If you don't want to know why, you can type in Twitch !drama or go on my Discords in announcements. "30 seconds, let's wait. Is Druidic the most effective for disposable PvE sets? What do you mean disposable PvE set? You mean a cheap one, yeah? Like, well, yeah, druids take suicide basically builds. you mean? Yeah, I would say so. 100 battle axe, 4.1, great nature, general all type of nature stuffs are super cheap and effective in terms of PvE. One of them, yes. But it not always is druidic. It can be any nature. And actually druidic will be one of the worst options. Or depends where you want to do PvE, I guess. Ava Fist versus Force Pulse versus BB, which would be better? Is easy. I don't know what this BB means. Got no clue. Does the Pierce from carving on Stalker Hood stack? They do stack, yeah. Portal Town going into... I find it easier to find enchanted twists by looking at them from portals. You mean from Black Zone, yeah? Oh, maybe. Okay, once I found the green one, only when the mist was closing. And again, it was a green one. They definitely have changed something with rarity. Wonder what. Passive gloves, yeah, hard to catch. CDR, defensive. Okay, let's risk. It's fine. Alright, tier 4, guys. Guys, please don't use abbreviations, because I do not understand. I'm reading lots of messages, and you might mean one thing, but... But being completely another. Like a guy was asking about double-bladed. And he actually made the quarter stuff. And now, oh my god, yes. Green one. Nice, good. Plus we all play different games. I have a mix of these abbreviations from all type of games. From Dota, from other mmorpgs, from extraction shooters, and so on and so on. Don't use abbreviations, ever. What's your recommend gear for nature suicide PV build? One-handed. One-handed is great. It deals damage and also heal you. Assassin jacket or some kind of cloth. Maybe mage robe. Cleric robe. Cleric robe probably. Cleric robe will be the best. Mage robe is more for PvP. You will not do PvP. Cleric. Mercenary, some people use it, but I'm not a big fan of mercenary. I would prefer cleric, really. And that's all. Inside Abyss are better average chance build purple legendary. Chance no, but loot will be higher, yes. If you compare value from tier 6 camp in this area and tier 6 Abbey dungeon purple, it will have twice higher value. It's really hard for new players know what to do, some kind of good PvP, because there are so many old players who knows everything in 4.2 can kill 8.2 noob. No, you cannot. Well, it depends what kind of build, but it's possible, but very tough. Anyway, skill does matter. In-game knowledge does matter. But game item power, like your items, also play a huge role. It's not like if you're gonna be a complete newbie with 8.3 and gonna be 4.1 guy, 4.1 guy will not kill 8.3. Unless it's gonna be full kite and that 8.3 will have 0 mobility. Then, yeah. But if it's gonna be 2 playable builds, you will not kill. No matter how would you try, you will not. Let's say it's gonna be double mercenary jacket, 8.3 guy with bolt casters, and you're gonna be 4.1, you will not kill him. Because he's gonna press buttons even like an idiot. He's gonna spend his one mercenary jacket into nothing, but second, he's gonna use correctly. Or he just press one Q, you're gonna lose half of your health. Literally half, with one Q. Zero chance. So gear doesn't matter. But it's all about experience. Like, just keep playing with your own pace. With your own speed. There is no reason to rush. You'll get to a point. Why do you play duos instead of solo? Higher loads. And different meta. Are you usually killing 8x guys on low AP? So what? That you did not understand what I'm trying to say to you. Sorry to you then. I also was killing in tier 3 gear, tier 8 guy. So what? Like, oh, tier 4. Anyone can do it, like experienced player. But doesn't mean that it's gonna be a rule. It's an exception out of the rules. And you probably miss my explanation when I was talking about builds. Your chat seems more newbie than other streamers. Yeah, we have lots of new players. Well, it's also a YouTube community. Twitch do not ask such questions. We are more experienced one. On YouTube, we will see more. That's not normal. That's okay to ask such questions. But yeah, it is what it is. Easy 4.1 on kill noob 8.3. I lost 8.3 as a noob to 5-star reflect build. I died by doing damage. That's not, guys. That's not what I'm trying to say. By the way, I have a disconnect probably. Ginta, Sergi, you missed the whole point of what I was explaining to you. I will not do it one more time. And I'm actually too lazy to explain it step by step. If you didn't understand what I said, let it be. Then you're right. My answer is yes. Why I lost my mount, by the way? Can someone tell me? I cannot mount up. My mount up is not working. What is going on? Oh my god. How am I supposed to play the game right now? What should I do? I got DC as well at the same time? This gonna happen to me too? Is it a bug? I don't know, man. Man, I thought we were gonna lose this challenge. Not gonna lie. And the worst part, I was in a mount, like, mobs probably dismounted me. Nah. Man, I don't know. Well, you know what? Fuck it. I got a disconnect for a second. If we're gonna die to a disconnect, it means that our journey is over. It is what it is. That's a destiny. It happens. We're just gonna keep playing. Fuck that. Play Claymore harder challenge? Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm super lucky that I did not die. Insanely lucky. And you know what's the funniest part? He was able to loot it. Anyway. Anna! He did not. Okay. Goes too slow. I'll let him farm. It's okay. No IB dungeons. Let it be. I understand your point, but the question is discussion where about if 4.1 experienced player can kill a new player with 8.3. You did not understood my point, Jinta, then. You did not understood my point entirely. You literally ignored half of what I just said. Half. Sadly, you did not. Which your favorite weapon? We don't have. We don't have. Listen. It's almost we. If I would have a golem instead of Dobby, then it would be we. But yeah, I'm at Dobby. Maybe Dobby also has some sort of disorders. I don't have any. We play on everything. I play on everything. Why I say we? It's a stupid habit, man. It's a stupid habit. If you're facing another piece, could you tell me how you approach him? Oh, if you're gonna... Depends on the build. A guy with a cowl of purity tends to jack at our fish. I need the video. Guys, I cannot give you such advices. In a theory, in a vacuum, no. It will depend. Sigaran, welcome. Blue one, okay. $100K. Even from green one, it's weird. I'll let it be. Great nature werewolf. Classic old build. Classic old meta. What build for life curse and mist? Press X, guys, on your keyboards. Armor system and check what builds are playable. But life curse probably will not be the best option right now to play in mists. Of course, 4.1 will win. Just hope 8.3 gets an update. Like, the whole point of my explanation was just ignored. Like, and people were... It's always satisfying. Like, this is satisfying. Disappointing, that's satisfying. When people only hear what they want to hear. Like, can 4.1 kill 8.3? Yes. Is it a rule? If experienced player will always be able to beat 8.3? No. And if such scenarios will happen, it will be very rare. I gave you even in an example with Mercenary Jacket guy and Boltcaster. No matter how good player are, you'll not be able to do shit. No matter what you're gonna do, because 1Q gonna destroy half of your health, and your chances on win are around 0. Like, they are literally around 0, no matter what build you are playing. Because eventually he will reach to a point when he will use your Q, 1Q, and you are done. That's all. Single targeted Q. Is it possible to outplay some kind of newbie with such huge gap? Almost impossible. If gap will be like 200, 300, yeah, it's normal. It's possible. It's realistic. When it's a 200 AP diff, easy. You can outplay completely unexperienced player by pressing buttons in much better way. But when there is such a huge gap, no, you cannot, guys. You are delusional if you think that it is a rule. Always experienced player will be able to do it. No. But I'm also not denying that it's not possible. People just say it casually. Oh, if it's experienced player, he easily kill 8 point. No, he cannot. Tier matters equally, like I was one more time, equally as your game knowledge. Not on 20, not on 30%, equally less game knowledge equal to your tier. And people build these illusions, they're imagining some kind of heroes or extremely good players that cannot play. No, it's impossible. It's just impossible. The same as it come up to 1 versus X PvP. What's the best 1 versus X PvP build? There is no 1 versus X PvP. 1 versus X is impossible to win fights. I'm telling you, a guy recording videos of 1 versus X fights non-stop as an entertainment. The only win solution that you might have to win 1 versus X fights, you always count on in-game experience, difference in item power, difference in builds, greed, on mobs, environment, on all these factors or some of these factors together. If it's gonna be equal 1 versus X environment, like, I mean, equally experienced and item power players, you will never win 1 versus 2 fight. Even 1 versus 2, you will never win. You always count on all of these factors, on some of these factors. That's why it's possible to record such moments like on me playing on Kingmaker or playing people on mobs around camps. But such builds like 1 versus 6, they do not exist. It's a myth. And sadly, people follow this myth. Oh my god, I want to play a 1 versus... And some people do believe that there is a 1 versus 6 build, but they do not exist. Like, what's the best 1 versus 6 build? Oh, like, new player will have 0 chance, even 8.3 versus 4.1. No. Do not be delusional. Do not be delusional. That's not how the game works. No matter how you want it to believe it in, you cannot win. And given like I also can give you examples like of me like doing this 1 versus 6, of outplaying in low tier, high tier. Plenty of examples. My channel is built on them. But on stream, I want you to like listen to what I say and actually listen perspective from a guy who is doing it on a daily basis. Don't build delusions. And most of the content that you see, especially on Twitch, on YouTube, in shorts formats, majority of it is for entertainment reasons. Most of this content do not represent the real state of the game balance. Again, in most of the cases, not in all. And since you, let's say, gonna be a new player or not very experienced one, you tend to believe that's what you see in front of your eyes is true. But in reality, it's not. I hope it makes sense. Add fact that 8.3 newbie will be with very low spec, the experienced player with 4.1. Will be max spec, don't be mad, just customer? I'm not mad. I'm just, that's the way how I express my opinion. Like, that's how I do discussions. Oh wait, there's a Fade Dragon. You still do not understand. You still did not get the point, and you still ignore everything I say. Jintao, you literally ignore everything I say and refuse to get my point of view. Literally everything. Non-stop. At this point, I think you are intentionally trying to rage bait. Cat Vendor, welcome, welcome, welcome. Wait, I won't give a fuck. Money issue? I didn't give a fuck about what? I don't give a fuck. I just explained you like logic even, all scenarios. Like logic behind my statement, and you still like, oh, but this one, like, that's not the point. That's not what I'm trying even to explain to you, man. 3 minutes. Okay, let's wait. Maybe rare wisp will spawn somewhere. Crossbow is strongest 1v1 weapon if user have skills to play for it. No. It depends. It's the whole game is based on rock, paper, scissors. Crossbows, yeah, it's a strong weapon, but there are some builds that he will struggle. 2.5, yeah, that's how much you could get from it. Maybe, listen, maybe I should actually fight for it. But it was a Tomb Hammer. What are the odds that he is alone in duo? No, I did not die. But today we might. We might. Why do you think one-handed nature better than druidic when it heals slower because return charges? I don't know, like I subjective sake. Let's see. I just like it more. You deal damage and heal. Druidic cannot do that. And for AoE clear in fast 4.1 set, like it obviously has a better value. What's the point if this is druidic if you just cast seeds and just heal yourself? When on one-handed, first of all, it's one-handed, well, is obviously a pros. You also can deal damage to your enemies, to mobs, and also root them. Plus, it's cheaper. For me, it's obvious that it's gonna be better in super cheap 4.1 farm, because the guy was previously asking about cheap setup to do PvE with. Maybe in some content, yeah, druidic would be better to maybe kill some bosses, maybe even some bosses to kill on Avalonian roads. At this 8.3. Well, based on what you are typing, Gintao, you would not get my point. That's discussing more because I mostly was PvE player, and in PvP I mostly lose even if opponents was much lower gear. I just have no practice in PvP. You are not discussing, you are trying to argue. You are trying to argue for no reason. Literally for no reason. It's not a discussion. Because if you actually understood what my point was, your message will be... You would type your messages in a different way. So little fire staffs nowadays... in this used to be so many fire staffs before. It was nerfed. Like Crystal Fire, yeah, they nerfed it. Mobility. I see the mmorpg sponsor is going very good this month. Yeah, considering that we did not upload many videos on YouTube. Yeah, he was not solo. With Bob Biden. Man, 15 seconds. I don't know how to find these rare wisps. I'll be honest. Well, maybe this rare wisps has such insane value inside of them, like inside of these areas, that they decide to reduce its amount. I don't know. That's the only explanation I have. Brondo, thank you for your donor. Thank you for streaming on YouTube. What do you think is the better dual sword or coming for solo meets for PvE and little PvP? Right now, sadly, it will be dual swords because carving was nerfed. And it has less pierce. Yeah, it's sad. But Gintao would said, but what if carving sword have a on one tier higher? Then carving sword would be better. What if he would play for 1 week more? Then it would be better. Smoking icons. In AB Equart, when timer starts, you need to find the rare beast. I know. I was roaming. I cannot find it. Use dual sword, man. Thank you for the donor. Dual sword is the best. What is your opinion on the state of solo play in Albion right now? It's gonna be a very controversial take. No life. Even before this miss changes, first of all, miss changes are incredible. They're awesome. They're incredibly good. And especially the way how it was implemented by nerfing this RMT Empire. It was doing this... what the fuck? What? Wait, few seconds. Listen, I'm broke. I'm gonna take everything. I will. Would be funny if I'll find Nightfall Abbey, and anyway, I need to delete these items. Yeah, it was a pure chaos. Especially when they need nerfed Avalonian raids and took loot from it and implemented into Mist. So before even this incredible change with Mist, controversial take, Albion's solo gameplay and solo content in general was already good. Not ideal, with its problems, outdated content, but overall, you could find a place where to farm, where to fight, get decent rewards, and it was in an incredible state. And it was in its best state, solo gameplay, that it ever was since Albion release. Even before this patch. And after this patch, it just became even better. Because many people, even before this patch, were complaining, oh my god, solo content is so bad that... No, it was never the case. Some things were nerfed, some things were buffed. You just always need to adapt towards certain changes. Short answer, yeah. It's great. It's in a good state. Our raid nerf was dumb as fuck. Why? Why? It was dumb as fuck. I'll explain my logic, why I think it's a good thing. And then you can represent your vision, why you think it was a dumb as fuck. Avalonian raids, I was talking about mentioning this Avalonian raids for... and complaining about this content, about the existence of this content, how much value it has, for the last... more than a year. Definitely more than a year. I still have in my hand, I have this picture of a guy in 8.4 overcharging items for fun to see will they break or not, and it's not a content creator, just as fun moment among friends in a Discord call. And the only reason why they can do that is because they earn insane amount of silver in this content. There was a guy today on Twitch chat saying, man, I was earning like 80 mil in 10 hours session of farming these dungeons. So point is, it is very profitable content, which is hard to deny. It was very tough to deny this content and dive people because of the amount of scouts, because of how this content was built with these layers of protection. Yeah, that's when you're gonna be notified. And the only way how people were dived in Avalonian raids is either there was a rat in a party. People were using cheats to scout people inside and where they would go. And actually it was very popular way how to dive people. They were using cheats to scout even chests and its values. Not values, rarity of the chests, sorry. And the only way to kill also was to gank them when a group was coming close to a portal, to this Avalonian raid itself. Plus, there were some abuses in Avalonian raids, but on Avalonian roads of these Avalonian raids, but we'll not get to this. Point is, it was a very profitable content, insanely good, and obviously it attracted RMT Empire like crazy. People were RMTing, like everybody who play Albion, like not a new player and aware of these parties, etc. They knew that it was a RMT business, where people were farming silver and selling it on a black market. The same, by the way, world bosses is also part of RMT Empire, but instead of silver, they were selling progression. So this content was providing insane amount of silver. I just short explanation lore, if people were not aware of the Avalonian raids, how profitable they are. Yes, it requires dedication, group raid of 12 people, cooperation, and so on and so on. But with all this dedication, it still was very niche content that was taking insane amount of loot from a black market. Well, it is still, even till this day, yeah. And also where people were selling that access to the Avalonian to sell this buff and so on and so on and so on. So it was a huge part of RMT business. And even though it was providing insane amount of value and taking insane amount of loot from black market, and black market loot is limited to other content, was suffering. So what they have done, they shut it down, they nerfed it on 50 or like 60%, I don't remember, I don't want to lie, like nerfed drastically, and put this loot inside of the mists for regular players. And the amount of players that are playing Avalonian raids, and the amount of players who play mists is not even fucking close. When Avalonian raid community will be probably 1%, and we mist community is 15%. You do understand the scale of amount of content and how much people it made happy compared to Avalonian raid players. So you need to choose one, like, would you do this or you would do that? For game health state overall. If you're going to be honest with yourself, most likely, most people would choose, okay, let's nerf this way to abuse silver and give it and revive another content. Even though, like, again, it will not remove problems of the mist. We'll get to this topic. But people were, like, it is obvious choice. And that's what they have done. So loot comes not from nowhere. Loot comes from this type of content. I will tell you even more. That's previously we have the similar issue with Hellgate's 10v10 with insanely high entry barrier. Few seconds. We need to leave. There is no sense. It's full 8.3, sadly. Yeah. The same we had with entry barrier and the amount of people who were playing Hellgate's 10v10. Hellgate's 10v10 were also the same spot for this small group of players that were making insane amount of money. It was heavily RMT centered content. And people were playing, the same people were playing on all servers 10v10 Hellgate. That's how ridiculous it was, and were selling silver. Some of them were banned, some of them are not, some of them actually were real players. But point is, insane amount of loot from black market was going to Hellgate's 10v10 that majority of people never tried, never played, never even knew about this existence. And huge bunch of loot were distributed to this small group of players. Is it awesome to have some kind of content for this like high-end 10v10 fights? Yeah. But it should be designed in a way that it will be accessible to a majority of people, and other content should not suffer. But it was suffering. It was suffering insane values to suffering. So what they have done, they deleted 10v10 Hellgates from the game and made orange zones. And let me ask you something. You think more people enjoy and have fun in orange zones Abyssal Depth, playing solo, in duo, in trio, and revive and boost Albion player numbers? Do they enjoy more and population is much more in this content than it was in 10v10 Hellgates? Answer is obvious. Obviously 10v10 Hellgates was dogshit content, and I don't know why it was live and still relevant for such a long time. I mean, in the game, it was not deleted earlier. But it boosted, I mean, orange zones, Albion population overall, and made more players happy and enjoy the game. The same logic was applied to Mist problem. And yes, I do acknowledge that even in these examples of 10v10 Hellgates, even this raid, Avalonian raid dungeons, do we have regular players who are just playing the game and enjoying this raid? Yeah, sure. Do I feel bad for them? Yes, I do. But I'm sorry, like, it's needed sacrifice. It's needed sacrifice. It's needed change. It is what it is. And if he was doing this raids for fame, yeah, okay, sure, do it. You still can do it. It's not a big deal. So that's my explanation. Tier 8 AB, yeah, we saw a few yesterday. Today I got ganked by two 8.4s. So now, yes, you can tell me why it's dog shit. Why you think it's a good dog shit change? Also, like I said, our raids are the top on kill boards every week. Let them. It doesn't matter, they earn more. Nah, today Albion is unplayable, I guess. Man, I don't want to end challenge like this. I want to keep playing, I'll be honest. I want to keep playing. But with these non-stop reconnects, someone also has problems right now with disconnect. Imagine if I would have this disconnect on a moment when I was in Mists. Also DC Pekka. Pekka is also has DC. Swix also has the same disconnect. So it's not my issue. Hasmal, you also have a disconnect. Maybe, do we have people on YouTube that also have a disconnect right now in the game? Same? Same reconnect? That's the game? Okay. But I reckon there will be other people that do not have this disconnect. I can find Brazilian. You need to have 50k reputation, and only after that you'll be able to see it on minimap. Once you will have 50k reputation, go in yellow zone, in mist, go in, go out, go in, go out, and eventually you'll find an entrance. Same? Okay. Man, I'm telling you, I'm gonna die like that. Me too in open worlds. Would you try use VPN? Game has been completely fine for me today. As you can see, Eduard, there are messages from people on YouTube. They have the same problem with connection, and people on Twitch. So I will not change shit. I will not do it. That's problem. Albion issue. They need to fix the way how connection works in this game. That's not my problem. If I'm gonna die, it is what it is. But I will not install any kind of VPNs, even if they will help me. Let SBI fix their game. And if I need to showcase it, I will showcase it on stream. How poor connection is in Albion until they're gonna fix it. I have 50k. I've looked over 50 mists. Go in yellow zone, man. Go in yellow zone. Played mist the whole day and ZVZ just now. I didn't have reconnect problem. Again, like it affects certain, like maybe countries, maybe providers, maybe some areas. I don't know. Maybe actually it's not partial. It's not completely SBI's fault. Maybe it's our providers. But I don't believe that SBI have no tools how to fix it. In this I refuse to believe. Yeah, we're routing from SBI, it might be. Yeah. Yellow zone have more high value in mists? No. They don't. High value will be in black zone. It's like goes blue, yellow, red, black zones. That's the value. 200k. Man, you was looting items for too long. I feel bad for you, but it is what it is. You mean mists? I mean Brazilian? Yeah, Brazilian you'll find entrance much faster in yellow zone. That's what you was asking. I don't think I had a single disconnect ever since I come back to the game a few weeks ago. Is that issue region-based? Maybe it's a region-based issue, yeah. I guess so. Hasmal, where are you from? Ah, Hasmal is from Greece, yeah? Based on what he was typing. Hasmal is from Greece. I am from Ukraine. Ande, where are you from? Desi. Xa, can you type what countries you are from? I actually wonder. Czech Republic. Okay, Czech. Okay. Czech, Ukraine. Hasmal, it was Colombia is having the same problem too. Colombia. Okay. Romania. So as you can see, yeah, like the many countries. It's not only one. From Germany had no issue at all. Greece, but with Starlink. Hasmal with Starlink and from Greece and still has issues. Morocco, Lithuania, and you also like plenty of different countries. Poland, Philippines, Venezuela, and you also all got disconnects from all other countries. UK, Poland has two. Like, I think it's SBI's fuck up. If there are so many countries affected by it, it's something on their side. Hungary suck as well. Now I feel bad for you guys. Yeah, like... It suck, man. Where is my AB? Shen, welcome, welcome. Hello. Yeah, for Mexico and the NA is still working fine. Well, yeah, like we are playing in the EU right now. Well, that's good. Maybe sub-routing to main road problem and countries with main roads never get disconnected. Routes. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like, disconnect is one thing. I experienced so many bugs once I come back into Albion. When I start streaming, there was a guy like, oh man, it's Albion is full of bugs. I'm like, no way, like, come on. Probably one, two, occasionally I see, yeah, but you're overreacting. But after playing like few hours, I realized what he was talking about. The reason, by the way, why I'm not using knockback helmets, because knockback helmet is not working. It's simply not working with battle bracers. You cast your E, trying to use knockback, there is animation and you cannot cast it. It's going to be casted only after fifth attempt, and there is animation. After triple kick, also sometimes it's not working. Your keyboard stop working sometimes. UI getting laggy and not responding on click on any clicks. It's just so weird. Should a bad player try to find a guild or play solo? Guild. It doesn't. No, listen. It doesn't matter how good. Are you a good player or a bad player? Okay, it does matter partially. If you feel bored, if you want to try something new and play with a group, I definitely would recommend you to join a guild. But if you're enjoying your time solo, even though you're bad, but you still like exploring the game, trying new content, new stuff, it's okay to be bad and still play the game if you're enjoying it solo. But if you want to have higher efficiency in group fights, etc., to learn maybe some stuff faster, joining a guild might be not a bad solution. Like, yeah, it's might be a good option. And the thing is, I would recommend you, it will take some time, but try to find the guilds that do not have mandatory CTAs. It's very important. Because if there will be mandatory CTAs, man, Albion can transform into a second job. Some people do like it, this type of commitment. But it depends. Don't forget to kill wolves. I actually need to, yeah. Let's actually kill roaming mobs. Because I'm yapping trying to find... I'm afraid to go on the hotspots right now with my gear. Because they're gonna be a one-shot combo that will roll me out, or I don't want that. And we need experience anyway. I just keep roaming and killing roaming mobs. That's the best way I can do. And that's why we use, by the way, this mounts. Ah, they're just gonna roam around. Let's keep going. I'm from Poland, and every time I got disconnect, I see that you get also disconnect, like 5-10 seconds later, probably just live delay. Yes. On YouTube, we do have a small delay, like 5 seconds or so. As a mobile player, I tend to take 2 routes, one playing solo because my phone can handle big team fights and it lags like hell in that situation, and 2 just waiting in the faction war more. Well, yeah. Also, and are you a mobile player, I guess? Because not many mobile devices can handle ZVZ in Albion. You probably need to have like high-end phone. Yeah, probably. Oh yeah, true. Or guild with high taxes. It looks like a solo player, by the way. How new miss so far? Again, right now I'm super unlucky because I started stream literally during prime time, but soon it's gonna be over. Hard to do any kind of PvE right now. I'm risking too much, so I slow down my progression, but it's busted. It's great in a good way. Insane amount of rewards. Is a Grail Seeker kind of group weapon? When I'm ganked while gathering, there's almost always a Grail Seeker. Well, yeah, like it's a semi-support weapon that help to crowd control your enemy, while your enemies, while your allies dealing damage to your enemies. Like this combo, I ran away right now from one-handed dagger, and one-handed dagger was team up with Grail Seeker. The combo is simple: Grail Seeker just stun, use E-spell, and one-handed dagger deal free damage. If I would not press my mount, I would be dismounted. I mean, disability on F. There'll be pretty high chance. Yeah, I probably could die. Yesterday, we also fought group one-handed dagger with Grail Seeker, and they almost got me. Come back with 700k in 30 minutes, delivered 8 crates. Oh, by the way, how is... So you are doing this faction transporting? Man, I was not doing this content for such a long time. Ah, you're talking about these other crates. Okay, I see. I thought you meant this faction transport. Open world objectives, okay. Cannot shake away fear from all the souls and crowds and mists. And yeah, that's good. That's survival instinct, man. When you see a player on these fast mounts, they most likely know what they are doing. And they're using these mounts to forcefully dismount themselves on mobs. To kill you. To not have any cooldowns. I decided to play Battle Axe, as everyone said, it's strongest for solo. One of the best options. But struggle hard to get close with similar gear enemy. How to fight ranged enemies when they have equal mobility. I need a video to give you some advice. Sometimes you need to change your W on jump. Sometimes you need to throw your X and exchange like your health even when you don't have any stacks on your enemy. It depends. And some enemies you actually will not be able to kill, or will be super hard to kill. Also depends what kind of consumables you have. These all factors do matter. Ideal scenario is for you to record a video of you fighting someone, and then I will be able to give you some tips. You see? Grail Seeker, but this time with dual swords. I also tried faction trade a while ago, made around 800k in 800 to 1 million in 1 hour. Depending on the hostile count in red zone, I trade to Shadow Hearts. The thing is, it's like just roaming, yeah? It's just horse simulator, and if you're lucky not being ganked, you get money from nothing. That's awesome. But maybe they need to refresh it somehow. To be optimistic, yeah. Also, because of higher population, there is much lower chance for me to find Debbie. Because they're going to be contested and immediately people will enter them. Or just, in this case, focus on PvE. Every time I fight, I panic. That's normal. Listen, I also panic. I was not playing for 1 week. I come back into Albion. I also was panicking. That's a cool feeling. It's a very cool feeling. It's a regular tier 6. That's how busted loot is right now, general trophy. We posted a short yesterday. Same run as after yesterday crash? Yeah, the same character. We did not die yet. But listen, if you're gonna die, I will not rerun. I will not do this challenge one more time. We're gonna... Let's remember, 84 specs, yeah? 84. With 8.3 sets. We already have decent results. But I need to do more PvE. I need to kill more roaming mobs to get this 100 specs as soon as possible. I think this one is safe. We can stay. Been watching you for 7 years and never get bored, so it's keep it up. Best solo player ever seen in Albion. Thank you. It's not the case. Not the best, but I do appreciate it. Lucifer, I do. Awakened weapons or just 8.3? Awakened 4.4. Heavily tuned. I think I can put another few mil into it, I'll be honest, because I don't need silver anymore at this point. Maybe I'll get better consumables, like Avalonians 2, 8.1, it should be alright. By the way, guys, do you know why my nickname is Equart? Guesses. Not because of the amount of ads on Twitch. Again, they're automatic. It depends on where you're from, guys. And on YouTube, there are much less ads, and there is an option to watch it without ads, with ad block, etc. Not because of that. Not because of that. I can tell you in a few seconds after I'm gonna clear this camp, guys. In a few seconds. Exactly. Exactly. Let's see. Because every time when I'm gonna take a look on this nickname, I will remember about this Opera GX thingy. By the way, good news, well, for me, there's gonna be one more sponsorship with Opera GX in July. And that's gonna be huge. It's OP. It's just OP. I'm lucky that I was able to found them. Like, it's such a huge support in terms of content creation. Again, funny enough, they did not pay me, at least nothing yet. But I hope they will. I hope they will. Well, they did pay T-Bungie, so I don't think they... I just need to wait for, like, I guess, 1 more month. I hope not. I hope there will be no Windows updates, man. I have, like... trauma from yesterday. Okay, thank you for your prime. Are you going to 8.4? You know what? If we're gonna be lucky on some loots, I will not be... Yeah, we might go even 8.4. Why not? Or I can just keep accumulating this money and the end highlights will be like, oh my god, look at this, guys, 8.3 sets, premium, 100 specs in X amount of hours. So, where is my link? Let me find the link. Let me find the link. I think it will still work. Yeah, it should work. Yeah, it should work. So this Opera GX, I'm gonna give you in chat right now on YouTube and on Twitch. So for each download, download, you're gonna try it for 1 second even. I'm gonna get money for trying it out. If you will not like it, you can delete it. It's fine. You will still support content creation. But if you will like it, you will end up with a browser with built-in VPN, with built-in ad blocker, and it's pretty popular browser. So it's not some kind of no-name browser. Opera GX is pretty popular one. I can bet you heard about it. So yeah, give it a shot. Even if you will not like it, you're still gonna support my channel. If you will like it, good. Windows update, messed up my laptop. I never had I was thinking actually, just in case, I was thinking a lot what laptop to buy back in the days. Apple or Windows. And the only reason why I did not went with Windows laptop, because of build quality. I don't know. Only because of build quality. Like also packed insanely, like insane specs for back in the days. It was great, but I was watching different reviews how these laptops look like after a few years of usage, especially with some cheap materials, with plastic, when your screen literally can separate from a body after a few years of usage, after you open and close it non-stop. I thought, no, fuck that. Fuck that. Probably there are some good Windows laptops with good build quality. But back in the days, I did not found anyone, anything like that. But oh no, I'm lying to you. There were few, but they were much more expensive than even Apple laptops. Much more expensive. I'm like, what the fuck? Decide not to go with this. I'm drunk again. You're streaming again. Flashback from last night. Знову п'яний. Ugh. Я давно винцо напив. Хочеться винця тепер. Do you know any guilds for newbies? No. No, I don't. Well, okay. Actually, you know what? I'm lying to you. There are some guilds for newbies. If you're playing on an A, you can join Nazori. They're very newbie friendly. Or if you're playing on a U, you can join Nomad guild. No mandatory CTAs, nothing. You can have your life, you can play whenever you can. Just simple rules. So yeah, if you're playing on the U, it's Nomad Guild, Nomad Poncho, another content creator, streamer. And on an A, it's Nazori, also content creator. And they have their own guilds. And they do like guild content. А, та піш тільки пиво. You know, Nazori guild is for noobs because the leader is 1-2. Everyone is a noob. It's alright. You noob, me noob, everyone is a noob. At least I recommend Nazori guild because I know Nazori. What kind of human being he is and how he manages guilds. The same applied to nomads. If you will earn my respect, if I will know more about you as a human individual, I will like you. I will like the way how you managing your guild. I will also primordial recommend your guild, if that's going to be the case. Nazori made fun of me on stream for not knowing the build for the CTA and called me out by name. Well, probably for a reason. I don't know. I need to know full context because each story has two sides. Yep. Each story has two sides. I doubt that Nazori would do such a thing that's out of context. Just to make fun, because it was some kind of ego trip. I highly doubt it, man. There probably was a reason for it. Again, each story has its... Where is my value? What the fuck? I was clicking some kind of random buttons and I forgot what I need to click to... Ah, I was... Okay, it's a search button. Okay, my bad, my bad. I'm noob, I know. Yeah, so each side has its own... Each story has two sides. And again, no one is ideal. Give this one. Люблю грати скрізь сон, так цікаво, як в Поя бив боса, розплющив очі, навіть не зрозумів, як його вбив. Забрав дропи спати з кінцями ліг. Чи граєш Поета? Блін, я чекаю нове оновлення. Я хочу подивитися на сворди, блін, на новий клас, на дегра. Це буде цікаво. Where is my rare mist? Or Abbey Dungeon? I think I was lucky to find 2 Abbey Dungeons almost in a row. But there was a Gucci players. Twice there were Gucci players. The same party. What are the odds, man? And we spawned also super close to each other. Such unlucky moments. Я поки офнив, кажу, що до вчора не грав. Після місць фолу. If you had to pick like 3 weapons for total noob that just started cheap builds, which weapon would you pick? Battle Axe will be one of them. If a healer stuff, Nature. And the third range one, I would go with Longbow. It's a great choice. Wait, I missed few mists. I didn't check their colors. White one. Oh, come on. I'm gonna have more run in Solar Mist. More fun, you mean? More fun in Solar Mist, you say. So let's just ignore the fact of how I play the game, why I play the game, why I'm streaming, the way how I'm doing this challenge. Let's ignore all these factors, reasons why I'm doing this challenge, purpose of what I'm trying to showcase, and just say, I am right because I think fun should be only in a way how I see fun, and ignore everything what other people think of content he is doing, because he is wrong and I am right. That's a nice approach to things. It is nice. I like it. I just got 8.2 armor from a coffer. He was lucky. I was not getting any good rewards from coffers yet. Una milione. Да, я бачив, ти скріншот кидав. Can you tell where is the main boss in Abbey? They randomly spawn. They randomly spawn. And man, you was on Stojan, you was on stream. You have lots of messages in chats. You heard probably hundreds of times in the explanation why I'm doing this, what we are doing. It's weird. It's very weird. Do you think Doomhammer is good for solo? No. It can be playable solo. Definitely. I can see that. More than playable. Is there one more? Yeah, definitely more bosses in Abbey. Like, they can be up to 5 if I'm not mistaken, but they randomly spawn in some locations. Isak, when you're gonna stream, you're gonna do whatever you want. When you're gonna play the game, you're gonna play as you want. But don't tell me what I need to do, on what I need to play, how I need to stream, or what, like, don't tell me what to do. Like, advice, I'm gonna give you advice that you was not asking for, but you also giving me advices that I was not asking for. Don't tell people what to do so you would not hear where you should go. It is very simple. If you're wondering why we are doing it and keep playing it like that, I can explain it to you if you do not understand. But don't tell people what to do. It's not nice. Ah, easy. A guy already found the guild in chat. That's awesome, man. Again, make sure that they don't have high taxes. And if you're not looking for mandatory CTAs, if they don't have them, make sure that you're also on the same wave with them. No need to be sorry. Like, again, I'll explain to you. If you just joined the stream, the reason why we are playing into... First of all, we are playing hardcore character. Death equal deletes. Our goal is progression and showcasing loot changes in Duo Mist in general and in Duo Mist. Why we are going in Duo Mist? The reason why we go in Duo Mist is because it has 10% more loot overall. And because of different meta. If I want to participate non-stop in fights, fighting other people, and that will be our goal, I would go in solo mist, and we will, but only on the main character, not while we are doing in the middle of the challenge. I have completely different goals right now. The reason why it's different meta, well, obviously why it has different meta, I don't need to explain. And this different meta allow me to survive with much higher chance compared to solo. When you go in solo, you're gonna face builds. First of all, there will be much more 8.3s, 8.4s players. They're gonna be insane amount of threats. Even when you will try to get into PvP, you will still see insane amount of people that will try to raid your fights. So there will be no sense to do that. Like to accept any fights. There'll be non-stop running. Non-stop running. On this character, I mean. On a hardcore, on battle bracers, especially when they're gonna see my gear. Yeah, Burple. You know what? Dismounts. Their builds will be focused on actual players who want to take a fight. They will focus on mobility. With high catch-up potential, dismount potential. Fuck, they know. They know I am solo, probably. Yeah, they know I'm solo. When in duo, there will be lots of comps like this, which is easy to escape from them. Like, look, these boys has zero chance to catch me up and feed on me. I can easily reset and keep doing PvE. There will be lots of setups with healers. Healers plus damage dealer. The only threat, really, gonna be two mobile players that in high tier gear that feeds on others. Or one-shot setups that we encounter a few times. That's the only threat that we might have. So that's the whole point of me going into V2 Mists. If you expect to come on stream and see non-stop action, fights non-stop in Mist, that's not of these streams. That's not one of these streams where I just can... what you expected to see. I will not change my plans only because you wanted to, or because it's fun. Maybe it's fun, but not particularly in this scenario. If we got the biggest threat to your Windows update, that's true. And not working NVIDIA drivers, especially when it is at the same time. It's clear that you're solo, you're galaxy, well, build overall, yeah, like it's... But many newbie players, lots of newbie players actually being afraid. I was hoping that these two newbies will not figure it out. What was your best chest in Abbey? Close to 3 mil. And that was insanely unlucky on loot, by the way. It was only purples. 2.5, 3, 2.5, 3. Well, maybe close to 4 mil one was. If I'm not mistaken. Man, I'm so patient, man. I'm so patient today. Like Rushenko said, actually it's true. Oh wait, someone he was nearby, by the way. If I would be hungry, by the way, I would not even explain these things, I would just ban you. And that's all. And you would say that I'm toxic Equart, which I am. And you would become my hater. So tip, guys, always eat food. The only reason why you're angry when you play Albion is because you're hungry. What do you think about the debuff for city mounts? Debuff про маунтів для містів? А, все бачу. Воно знову ж таки криво дуже переклало. Нормально? Гарний дебаф. Але треба змінювати взагалі, як маунти працюють. Мені не подобається, що можна дисмаунтитися через мобів. І абузити це дуже жорстко. Toxic Equart. Є. It's almost the same. I'll try to give you an example, like logic. There is a new game. Hype. Release of a new game. Day one. Let's say a World of Warcraft Classic Plus getting released. And by the way, that's gonna happen. What I just gonna give you a imaginary example. That's exactly what's gonna happen on my stream. Someone will come on stream and say, Equart, no. Stop streaming what you are doing. Change your plans, change your category, and go and play Albion in open world. This will be much more fun. I'm like, sure, man, sure, buddy. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. If you listen to me, they should only give you sneakers because if you're not you when you're hungry, that's true. That's true. Man, when the last time I eat sneakers, man? It was such a long time ago. Full story, так воно таке і буде. I'm seriously, when World of Warcraft Classic gonna be released, I shit you not. Remember my words. World of Warcraft Classic gonna be released. Plus, this Classic Plus. I will definitely try it. That's the last time I'm gonna give money to Blizzard, by the way. And there will be people who will come on my stream and say, man, stop playing your game, this game. I don't know what is that. I don't know what you're doing, but stop doing what you're doing and go play Albion. We can even make a bet, guys, with you. That's what's gonna happen. Ви всі правда, що робити? Ну, це стандарт. Це класика. Do you only play mmorpgs or other genres? Mostly mmorpgs. Well, no, I play also other genres, but off stream. Because if I'm gonna stream something else that is not a mmorpg, yeah, like people cannot relate. They can't relate. It should be okay. If it's not a mmorpg, it should have PvP aspect to it. Maybe with partial loot, maybe with full loot. I cannot stream whatever I want, sadly. Maybe in future, yeah, this will change, but for that I need to stream more and stream not only Albion. But on this channel, on Twitch, you're mostly gonna see more RPGs. Like, no, don't get me wrong, I love playing other single-player games. Like, I'm waiting for Larian Studio to make Divinity, man. Baldur's Gate 3 was such a blast, man. I was having so much fun playing it. Elden Ring, I tried. Man, I still... I got feeling that I'm gonna finish Elden Ring when I'm gonna be retired. I don't have time to go sit and just finish Elden Ring. I was playing it like probably for 20 hours. Still newbie, still don't know much about the game. Great one, but man, do not have time. I know it's not a race, but for me it is. I need to find time when to play it. Guys, you also have disconnect. Nice. Just put a disclaimer on screen, something people will see. I bet no one will ask anything. Oh no! Like, I will give the most loot, I think. Congrats to devs for this buff. Hope they don't touch it for a good period of time. Premium race again, at least not. No, that's a good change overall. Any kind of disclaimer will not help, Zia. Like, no matter explaining what am I doing, even on the screen, you see download Opera support the channel, this thing here. If instead of this, Opera GX, by the way, if you want to support the channel, there is a link. Download it and try it out. If you will not like it, it's okay. You're still gonna support my channel. So no matter what kind of explanation you're gonna put in front of your screen, people will still ask and tell you what questions, obvious one, even, and tell you what to do. That's inevitable. You might think it's gonna work, but it's not. There will be in the name of the stream the name of the game that we are playing. If it's a new game, people will still ask the name of the game. I know it sounds dumb and it should not work like that, but it does. You broke my heart? Why? Because I quick sell items? Well, yeah, like I quick sell items. I had before DC, so I quit. And we're gonna gamble. New Miss Buff is so OP. The legendary chest and Nightfall tier 4 gave me 4 mil. Can you guys all stop playing this content, at least endure, and let me enjoy these purple and golden chests, please? I was not in an abbey for the last hour. I cannot find it. Stop it. Stop playing it. Let me enjoy the game. Please. I was all look to see you some kind of shooter. I played a bit, I streamed a bit Arc Raiders. I do like shooters. I'm not very good at them right now. Back in the days I was decent. Right now probably I'm gonna play like a shit. Ah, that was solo. I can imagine. In duo, it will be probably close to 6 mil. I shit you know. I'm gonna be purple in tier 6, Abbey at 2.5 mil. So okay, maybe close to 5 mil then, 5-6 mil. PTS is not working. Як тобі лут в містах? Імбовий. Дуже класно змінило, подобається. Did you see the new game Sands? Yeah, I have seen it. It's from Ukrainian studio. Junky, buggy, but super fun. That's the way how people describe it. Again, it's not my genre, but I have seen it. Yeah. Also, I have seen Shroud was playing it. Tier 8 Abbey Legendary is around 10 mil or a bit less, but I would not be surprised if it will be even more. Not gonna lie. But 10 mil, man. One chest, 10 mil. That's wild numbers. Yeah, endure. I saw you with my friend. We thought some newbies running into a miss by mistake. What do you mean newbie? Because I have soups? They're tasty. They're tasty. I heard that this will be patched in a few days' time and it will be S again. No, it will not be. Yeah, okay, loot will be lower. Yes, it will be lower. For sure. But only because of this event will be over. On 25% fame and loot. But even without this event, loot's still gonna be decent. And much more than it was before. So what they have done, they improve loot by default and implemented this event at the same time. I don't think it's gonna be nerfed. If you're afraid that, my god, where they got this loot from, they nerfed Avalonian raids, and they took loot from there. Unless somehow black market can keep up with the loot demands, I don't think there will be problems with black market. Like I said, actually, you know what? Considering the amount of players playing this content, Anthony, maybe you're correct. We might face such issues. But again, this loot is not coming from nowhere. It's from these raids. In 20 years, we'll be playing immersive, deep type of games. If Elon continue his nerf link, we might play games way different too. No, I don't think it's gonna happen. Like but you know what? Technologies are developing so fast. Maybe 20 years. I'm a bit skeptical about it. No, I don't think that's gonna be the case. Not 20 years. 50 years from now, I would believe, but not in 20 years period of time. Plus, you need to think about accessibility of these games and technologies for majority of people. Like, think about that. In theory, oh my god, I need to get some water. In theory, even right now, devs are capable of creating, like, putting insane amount of efforts, optimization, hyper-realistic games, but they only gonna be possible to play on them on 5090. I think they are capable of creating such graphically demanded games only with maxed out PCs. But the reason why people are not, and game companies are not making such games, because no one gonna play them. They aim for a medium market, consumers, not that will cover as much players as possible. They need to make sure that these games that they are making will be possible to play on PS5 and Xbox, because they are pretty cheap. So I think technologies and capabilities of creating high-end, hyper-realistic games already exist. But these games are not common, and they will not be anyway soon in near future, because people cannot afford buying such high, expensive tech. The same like in 20 years, even if such type of technology is going to be available and it will be possible to make such games, you need to create infrastructure. You need to create community that will be willing to buy these games, to play these games. And also these games should be quality products. And this will not happen in 20 years. Definitely the game standards will go up but it will not be on such sci-fi level. 20 years, no, I don't believe in that. They're gonna be the same PCs. Maybe virtual reality or AR, yeah? Mixed reality. But chips that you implement into your head, Neuralink or something like that, fuck no. 20 years, no. 50 years from now, maybe. Nuke, thank you for your Prime, man. Thank you. Can you recommend us some combos for a duo of Premade friends? I cannot, because I don't play this content, man. The most common, the most popular combo that I see in duos is one-shots. You take Grail Seeker, one-handed dagger, and you're good to go. And you will be able to feed on players. That's all. It can be a Tomb Hammer plus, I don't know, Bow of Badon to feed on players. But my advices will be Batman. I don't play duos. And when we play duos, we play on some goofy builds that definitely not meta, and we are just having fun. I mostly play solo, man. Two frosts, man. And take two one-handed frosts and just feed on players non-stop. On some kind of newbies. And if you see that a build on duo that you cannot kill, just keep them and try to find another victim. Oh my god, purple. And it's gonna be 2.5 mil. Oh, come on, 1.4 only? Only 1.4 mil? Not 2.5? Only 1 point. Listen, I'm spoiled. I know I'm spoiled. I'm like a spoiled child. It's still a lot, though. Don't get me wrong. Someone was clearing these spots, and they ran away. Well, yeah, I know. It's just, I'm a spoiled kid. I am. Blue one. Give me at least half mil. Oh, come on, 356k. It's not even half mil, guys. Loot suck in this game. Loot suck. Can you imagine? I'm so broke, man. This content's so bad, man. No items, nothing. Literally nothing. Yeah, not good. I'm not getting billions. Nah. But it was half meal, man. I get used to such rewards. You know what? Maybe in the middle of the night you gotta be half meal. Yeah. Give me golden. Because why not? No? You don't want to. SBI, we need loot filter. We need loot filter. Please give it to me. Okay, this button is for stash. Okay. Oh, come on. I misclick. You say you get only 1.5 and have been roaming for 2 hours. Found the tier 6 and it was stolen from me. No. It was not stolen from you. I deserve it. What do you mean? I didn't steal anything. And why you even... Listen, what do you mean stole it from you? Go and play solo mist. Don't touch my duos, man. Guys, go play solo. It's much more fun there. It's much more fun to play solo. It is. Написав підтримку, буду тримати кулачки. Я зразу кажу, що ні. Скоріше за все, ні. Я буду дуже здивований, якщо працює. Я настільки впевнений, я сорян, що руйную твої сподівання, але я майже готов поставити гроші на те, що тебе не розбанять. Настільки я впевнений. Легше просто створити новий аккаунт, і все. І не паритися. When we're getting the Predator of the Mist again... Man, in this video, what weapon I was playing? Was it a werewolf? The closest build, like the closest, when we're gonna end this challenge, we're gonna play one-handed frost, definitely. But Mist itself, I don't know. I also was thinking about one-handed frost, but we need to play on something more unique. Maybe we're gonna play on one-handed arcane. Yeah, maybe I need to play on one-handed arcane. Так. Ну, подивимося. Подивимося. А, і дивись, якщо ти отримаєш відповідь автоматичного супорта, напиши, щоб ще раз напиши їм після цього і спитай, щоб переглянули вручну твій тікет. Бо тобі зразу можуть відповідь дати ботом. Two-handed frost. Oh, yeah, like Arctic. We can try play on Arctic, but man, like, no. It should be unique. Most likely we're gonna play on Arcane in Mist. Again, I'm not promising anything. I might change my plans. Ah, it was Crystal Swords. Oh, on Crystal Sword I will not play, man. It was over-nerfed to the ground. Are you gonna play Iron Man in Mists? No, because Iron Man people are not watching. You guys are not interested. Maybe not you personally, but overall people are not interested in Iron Man content. Well, it gets views. It's awesome journey to follow. But the problem is, it takes 3-4 times time, much more time to record a video. And it get the same amount of views. He's running away, and he just opened the chest. So yeah, sadly. But listen, doing this content on a one-handed... Ah, okay, it's about Lux. One-handed frost actually makes sense. We have decent mobility, okay, clear speed. Overall, clear speed on one-handed frost is not good. But since mob difficulty was nerfed, yeah, it's great. 2 лярда фейми. Качно багато, криштальне предзамовлення, тому хоч анбан, новак. Ну, спробуй, чому ні? Знову ж таки, якщо автоматично дадуть тобі відповідь ні, ще раз на всяк випадок створи тікет, ну, відповідь син на цей тікет, скажи, а можете переглянути вручну цей тікет? Ось таким формулюванням. In that new Mist economy, I believe you can go for 8.4. Yep. Again, it depends how lucky we will be on Abyss. How often we're gonna find this Abyss. Considering that we're gonna play it for the whole night, and there will be not much competition, we might get 8.4. 8.4 chest costs around 20 mil, yeah? Mm-hmm. Definitely it's possible. Well, we already have 8.3. Now we only accumulate money, and we are playing on this character for 12 hours only. If it's like 24-hour run, we have plenty of time. And by the way, take into account that if, let's say, like, if you want to replicate this challenge, you probably will perform much better because I'm streaming. Off stream, you'll be twice more efficient. Funny enough, no one is going towards this chest. And yeah, there is no sense. I can see that. Let's slowly clear towards this chest. If no one will come, of course, we're gonna take it. You look beautiful and very sweet man today. Thank you. I do appreciate. Okay, I do appreciate, man. I do. I gotta read your message from that. You look beautiful and very sweet, man. I like it. Yeah, thank you. I like to be sweet and good. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Am I sweet like a candy? Or not? I do appreciate you. Thank you for this kind words, man. I do. I do. Now we need golden chest. Unrelated question. What is your main source of income? Do you only do YouTube or do you have something on the side? I have something on the side. How was it like when you first started content creation? As a hobby. As a hobby, and also I needed like to earn some money from this hobby back in the days. The reason why even... So I was making content for a year or so, on YouTube mostly, was uploading videos. And back in the days, my ex-girlfriend was like, what the fuck, you're playing your PC games and uploading on YouTube different stuff non-stop and you earn nothing from it. She was not happy that I was earning nothing doing my hobby. And yeah, that's how it began. Listen, guys, I didn't even know that you could earn money by playing video games. I was having fun. I was uploading PvP videos, highlights, like what daughter, like tun. So, like, it was fun. Money. Who needs money? We have Albion. I like your hair, bro. I don't have any hair yet. So yeah, that's how it began. We only need money in Albion. True, man. Full-time streamer? I can... yeah, I guess. I got in yellow zone, miss gold chest, and it was 1.8 mil. So I'm gonna point this as something happened. One Delo is saying you are not the first typing this message in chats, and that's just wanted to make sure that that's the case. Delo from YouTube is typing, I got in yellow zones missed, and golden chest was 1.8 mil. You know what does it mean, guys? It means that these buffs are not only in black zone, but also in the yellow zone. So if you want non-full loot experience and still get decent rewards, if you're lucky to get like a purple or a golden chest, you can do the same thing in a safe way in yellow zones. Wild. Exactly. Dual daggers, like Metallica on the background. It's so chill, so good. I mean, the best time of my life. Oh, with premium. I bet it was with premium. I was not even asking. Delo, it was with premium, yeah? Which buffs? They buff mists drastically. Basically, more rewards everywhere. TLDR. Yeah, no problem. This is like one out of 1,000, to be fair. I need some good luck into a mist. You get an amount of purple. Well, again, point is, once you're gonna get purple chest or golden, reward's gonna be insanely good. It's not like... The thing is, it has insanely high values right now. That's a fact.
Have a look.
But yeah, how often you're gonna find this abyss? Will you be lucky on chests? It's of course RNG, yeah. Mm-hmm. 87. Good. They look like Eminem. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Or like Dobby. I like to be Dobby. Very close. Very close. Look at this. Look at this beauty. I'm gonna flex with my toys. So basically, in 2 hours in Yellow Mist, I made 4.2 mil. It's insane. No point to go on open world camps and risk now. SBI, what have you done? You created a monster. What have you done, man? It's wild. It's actually wild. Guys, don't forget to press like button on YouTube. Don't forget to. And by the way, one more call to action. If you want to support the channel content creation, upload mmorpg. I can give you a link. It's a good legit browser. For installing and trying it out, like for a second, I'm gonna get money. And even if you will delete it after, I still gonna get it. But if you will keep it, because it's a legit good browser, it has built-in VPN and built-in ad blocker. So it's a win-win scenario. You're gonna try something new, and for me, you're gonna support the channel. And this, by the way, sponsorship we're also gonna have in July, which is insane. It's gonna be our 3rd month. I'm not sure we'll be able to get a lot of referrals. But I'll try to put this call to action in all videos as much as possible. Premium changed? Guys. It's alright. It's okay. Also take into account that also people might manipulate prices. They will manipulate prices. Give it a week. Oh, sorry, not a week. Give it a month. Then we'll see. Old Equart going in red zone, killing with carving. Yeah, red zones, man. I need to go in red zones again to check it out. Oh, you know what? We can do open world roaming in red zone also on one-handed frost. It's so easy to dismount people right now, so why not? You know what? I want to clear this camp. I think I'm safe. We're gonna end our challenge soon, guys. Because they're gonna be one-shot setup, Gucci one-shot setup, and they're gonna fuck me up. I'm telling you. Premium Asia server 47, so it's going down. People were saying yesterday it's 50 mil. It's actually going down? For real? That's interesting. 28 on the EU right now. No, 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 no. What do you mean? Like, and that's what gonna happen non-stop during night, like during prime, semi-prime time. There will be a duo, Gucci duo, roaming big camps to feed on players. That's why, even though rewards are good, but I cannot risk with this type of gear. We're gonna keep roaming and killing roaming mobs and try to find every dungeon. Let's do it. I go and miss look for treasure, but no, I become the treasure for enemy. You become a loot box. You become a loot box, which is also not always something bad. Gonna be a loot box for someone. I hope not, but yeah. Give me for pound golden chests. Yeah. Yeah. Let it be. It's okay. Could be less. Green one. Yeah, I will not sleep. I'm gonna stream for a long time, man. Yeah. I will stream. Sleep, I said, yeah. I will stream for a long time. I woke up in the evening. I was planning to fix my schedule, but I was so tired yesterday. Maybe because I was yapping a lot. Like, more I yap on stream, more energy it consumes, and I feel like I shut after I end stream. I'm telling you, if my stream would be silent, I can stream like that for 20 hours. And easily it would fix my schedule. But it's just not possible. The thing is, even when chat is dying and everybody fall asleep, slowly watching in the background, like lurking, anyway, I'm yapping. I just cannot stop. I just cannot stop. Greater has better rewards? A bit, yes. But what is most important, different meta. We're gonna kill this spider only for experience, really. I'm not expecting very good loot from it. Do 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 do. Oh, come on. I got a tank, I don't care. We have so much health. And defensive. Okay. Jump. Anyway, he hits. 32. I guess loot from spiders was buffed only in higher tiers, because I don't... Can you make it more obvious? Can you make it more obvious? Putting this quest in the middle. This object... No. Man, no. The only thing that you would attract toward this spot, if you're gonna play like that, is other 8.3, 7.3 guys. They're looking for Gucci players. And this duo with Berpos is not ready to kill 8.3. It is not. Okay. Okay. I don't read chat. I don't read chat. Let's go. Let's go. Give me purple. Give me purple. Or golden. Purple or golden. Full focus. Come on. Silence duration is so long. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you. We have only 3 tornado pots. I also need to take this into account. Let's keep going. Now at least I will not yap. Full focus. Tier 8, guys. Reading chat after. After we're gonna get... golden. I do love these buffs on PvE, like on triple kick. It's like a game-changing experience, man. Much faster clear speed, much faster. Love it. Oh, I just need to be lucky and that's all. It can be 10 mil drop. If it's gonna be golden chest, it can be easily 10 mil. Go back. Yeah, they buff triple kick on PvE. They deal double damage to mobs. There should be a double spot. Fuck, there was a guy. There was a guy. He found this double spot and probably went on southwest. That's gonna be my guess. But we can easily farm like close entrance locations to make sure that we will not find anyone. Let's check bottom side. Maybe they did not clear that one. Man, fuck, and it was a chest. And that was a chest. Can you imagine? There was a coffer. I actually need to avoid this coffer because some people might go and loot it. Man, these abbeys are full, man, even during the night, man. What the fuck? The literally guy that spawned nearby. 2 minutes left. Very good. I don't want to use my boots. I'll be honest, I don't want to. Because it's a one-shot setup and then my boots would be on cooldown. I might be dead. Been a while since I saw such a poke face. It's because I'm happy. It's because another chest. Man, come on. Everything gonna be cleared? Okay, this one is not cleared. We can go there. There should be mobs on southwest. Please give me a camp. Ні, не хочу пробувати. На що? Міняти тип контенту, який ми робимо 2 дня, челендж, щоб спробувати щось інше, нахіра. Come on. Так а навіщо мені пробувати? Я і так знаю. I don't know the cap of players in Abbey, but so today 6 with me in Abbey, you need to fight for spot in yellow, yeah. Even in yellow they are full, man. It's wild. It's actually wild. Так ні, ну я не знаю, навіщо мені пробувати? Нащо мені пробувати? Okay. There was a fight, I reckon. You know what? Let's go towards this location. There is a chance. Not even a green one. Not even a green chest. Listen, it is what it is. I just need to accept fate that I do not have any more streamer clients, and there will be no lucky loot for me. Yeah. Well, please go kill and take big chest. Uh-huh. Every time when we... Again, I will not stop saying that. When we are doing some sort of challenge, when we are doing some sort of runs, no, don't do this, do that. No, you should have fun in this content, not in this content. No, you're playing incorrectly. Or you need to try this. Or you need to try that. I have see several messages on YouTube and on Twitch. They're across the stream. And I wonder when it gonna stop. Probably never. Probably never. It is what it is. Never. Ah, first chest. Ah, green one. Listen. 100k, let it be. I'll give me advices like I don't know what this game is about. Like I just started playing it yesterday. Ah, guys, why? We'll never understand. No, RNG is not my set. I'm fucked. I'm fucked. .4 minutes. Okay, I can be lucky on the last second and get at least purple chest. It can be like few mil. Yeah. We have to send Equart a saddle to wear, so the big sisters have a place to sit. Well, yeah. And again, previously, the way how I was dealing with that, I was immediately banning people. I needed advice and asked advice, any kind of backseat, permaban. Permaban. Without even, like, explanation. There is a, like, I said it once, and tried to make sure that people were aware of that. Maybe I will say it once. Okay, guys, for backseat, I needed advice, something that I was not asking for, out of context, what I should play, what should I do, I permanently banned. I was banning people like that, and it did not stop. Not for an inch. It just did not stop. I thought it would help. I was so naive, thinking that it would help stop backseating. But no, it did not. And like, I just, at this point, I just accepted fate. I said, okay, fuck it. It's inevitable. It's just inevitable. Щось кипе? Так, довге повідомлення, дуже довге повідомлення. Так, секунду, 3 хвилини. Ай-яй-яй. Okay. I see more mobs on a west side. Don't ignore like button. Yeah, true. True. Вітаю, вітаю. Доброї ночі. How can chat do that when you better play? No, it's not even it's not about that. Or sometimes it does, it is, but they're just trying to be helpful. When people backseat, they're not doing it with bad intentions. They're not. They just want to help. Oh, you need to try this one. Or try this build, it will work for you better. This one will have high clear speeds. Maybe not now, maybe later. No, you should not play this content. I'm telling you, it's much more fun. Or do, like, don't farm the spots, go in the middle. Come on, man. And they're doing it with good intentions. That's the thing. But they do not realize how annoying it can be. The best example I can give you, if you're a driver and someone is telling you how to drive, what to do. Again, if there's a question, okay guys, what do you think I should play in this content? What kind of skip setup to use? Or what content to do? And it makes sense, yeah? We have a conversation. When there are such backseats, and again, you might, oh, it's not a big deal, Equart. But when it's, again, it's not about me, other creators also getting frustrated by this. They're just less toxic than I am. I will, yeah. I have less patience. It annoys everyone. I need to think about that perspective. Because for you, yeah, it's your individual question. It's your individual advice, and it might be, why? Why is he getting like upset or mad or aggressive towards me? It's just a simple question. But such people do not take into account that streamer reads hundreds of such messages, and yeah, it just accumulates. And everyone has its own limits. Oh, come on, no mobs. No mobs. Brexit is being helpful on the sides of a bit selfish because they want to shape your experience like them. Well, yeah, it's a bit selfish, I do agree. Again, it's fine when we have a conversation, discuss things, and it's in a context of conversation. But let's say someone is asking for advice. It makes sense. Otherwise, no. Все, награвся, 5 лямів з сундуків, в сумі в районі 20 лямів. А де мої гроші? Lushenko saying, he got 20 mil, farm for a few hours, and where is my 20 mil? Where is my 20 mil? I want my 20 mil. Oh, let's get more consumables. Oh, yes, I do, Futanari. Not only that, but this sponsorship with Opera also gonna be in July. Так, ти дарма скіпаєш отак, буває, що щось дороге у часті, але на маркеті такого немає наразі. Наприклад, 7.4 без якості, як оверолсу, не пишеться. В плані, ну так, це не до мене, ні? Це не до мене, мабуть. Я іноді квікселю такі штуки, але не треба. Краще перевозкою зайнятися і в карліку продати. Tier 6. Yes. 7. 9. Alrighty. We're good. Even with insanely unlucky chests, with almost no abyss, we still have 3 mil. Я скіпнув його? Я навіть не то, мабуть, окей, я не подивився? Бля. Okay. What is your longest one life run? Oh, my longest life run was with one-handed fire stuff on my main account. It's still there. It's still alive. It was in 24 hours of gameplay with lots of kills. I got 100 specs, premium, money for premium, and 8.3 sets. It was one-handed fire stuff. Crystal 1 and man. It was pre-nerf, when it had much more mobility. It's the same when you think a streamer is your friend, people don't say, that's true. Solon, that's true. Like, building like weird parasocial relationship, don't ever build it with streamers. No matter, is it me or someone else? I'm not your friend. You're not my friend. Like, just be realistic, yeah? We are strangers to each other. And there are boundaries. Like, I'm not talking about like backseating, but in general. And many people forget about that. And it's unhealthy. It can hurt you. If you build weird parasocial relationship with someone, and did not fit your expectations of how someone who should communicate with you, will not share your beliefs, will not share your point of views, you might be disappointed. We're all strangers to each other. I have seen so many people struggle and suffer because of that. It's crazy. Yeah, don't ever build parasocial relationship with people in the internet, especially if it's a content creator, a streamer. Ну так, ну так, ми робимо Zero to Hero іноді, час від часу. Типу челенджем. Нічого не знаю, в мене твій портрет над ліжком висить, я вже подумки п'ю з тобою пиво. Оце, бля, страшно. Я рофлиш, знаю, зрозуміла, але, бля, це страшно. Особливо уявляєш, як це стрімерам, якщо це дівчинка якась. Це піздець. Especially if it's, again, if it's a female streamer. Oh my god. How scary it is for a female streamer or content creator to be a content creator. Yeah, we might argue, say like, oh, maybe it's easier, partially easier to get, especially if it's a pretty girl, yeah? Community, there'll be lots of gooners, etc. But there are lots of weird people in the world. And I have heard stories, maybe you also heard stories about weird fans that build this weird parasocial relationship and yeah. And it ends up not very well. What's the fastest way to fame farm? It was farming trio, orange zones, nightfall abbey. Not, why do I call them nightfall abbey dungeons? It's orange zones. What's the name of this concept? Abyssal depth. Orange zone abyssal depth was previous patch. In this patch, it was nerfed by 25%. But still, I think it is one of the best ways how to progress with super fast without losing any money. Well, you're gonna spend only silver on repair and on consumables. We have a video about it on the channel, by the way, you can check it out. So it was nerfed by 25%. But since right now there is event, this activity, you will not feel this nerf for the next 5-6 days. And when this event will be over, you can compensate this nerf by taking a weapon, farming weapon, attuned one, 4.4, on mob fame. It will be one of the best and safest way how you can level up your character as solo, going in trio. Again, there is a video on the channel, you can check it out. So, as an example, I was able to level up in a completely safe content my character to 100 spec in one stream in 12 hours. I create my character, 100 spec, 12 hours of grind of mobs in trio depth. My viewer that was doing it off stream, obviously, on a bit different build, was able to do it with twin blade and soldier armor, was able to do it in 8 hours. Consider it was nerfed by 25%, just add 25% of time, like it's gonna take 2 more hours, so 3 more hours for you to reach 100 specs. But it is one of the fastest ways. Yeah, grind, boring grind, but yeah. There are even faster ways, but they will require a group or in-game knowledge that you might not have as a new player. What video? Guys, YouTube. Become OP early, the best possible start for new players. 4th video on the channel. Okay, let's go on the big spot. Японці, так, японці, так, це таке. Там у них культ на цьому побудований. I do remember once we were discussing this topic about parasocial relationship between streamers, content creators, and viewers. And there was a guy